Hello, everybody. Welcome to NUFC Talk TV. Welcome to a new show. Welcome to the match preview of the weekend. Manchester United coming to Newcastle upon Tyne to
No, they're not.
to lose.
No, they're not. You just call us Manchester United.
No, Manchester City. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Did I say United? Did I say United?
Yeah.
Oh my God! We didn't start.
Preview.
Did
I can't believe
I?
it was City fan.
Sorry,
My
Martin.
God.
Sorry,
That's
man. Did I say
so
Manchester
crazy.
United? Oh my God, what a numpty. Apologies. Manchester City, the champs. Are we gonna be able to beat the champs? That's the question. And Martin, I'm assuming he's gonna pull some punches. You know, he knows he's a hunting at the zoo this weekend. Well, no, it might be a tough one. We given City troubles in the past at home, but it is Man City. My apologies. But
1-3 and drawn. 1-3 and drawn 4 in 30 odd games.
I can't believe I
It's
said
not a
that.
great result, is it?
Well, no, but at home the last one we lost, but we were winning. We got up, we got the result quickly, and then you guys turned it around as soon as you brought Oscar Bob and not Gundogan. I'm sorry,
This year.
De Bruyne. That was the one.
Got a Norwegian meat machine who's back because he didn't play last year.
That's
You did,
true.
That's
yeah,
right.
no,
Absolutely.
Yeah. But anyways, how you doing, Martin? We didn't start. We started off the wrong foot, but
No,
You
good,
couldn't put it on a worse foot, mate.
no, but good. Thank you. Yeah.
Doing good, mate. Oh well. Well, listen, we gotta get going because Martin's got a show at 3:30. We don't want to keep him too long. But I mean, Man City, look, they are the champions. They're right now leading. No surprise. They got the best players in the world. So, and even in our predictions, which we're gonna get to later on in the show, but our predictions amongst Newcastle fans, the vast majority are saying that you're gonna beat us like a drum, and it's this could be the easiest preview or shortest preview in the history of previews, man. Or do you think anything different, Martin? Do you fear us?
It's going to be tough. St James's Park is always tough. 100%. I was seeing a little bit of Newcastle and listening to your fans. I don't, from what I heard, your performances don't match your results. So I hope that carries on in terms of your performance-wise, because you won't get away with it if you perform like that this weekend. Because we will not let you off the hook. Rodri's obviously a big miss. A huge miss. We don't know KDB's fit yet. But Pep will find a way. We've got Kovacic to come in, who's been arguably, he was man of the match in 3 of the first 4 games. So not a
I'm
bad.
surprised he hasn't got in the game, mate. I'll tell you. He was superb.
He's been amazing, Kovacic, start of the season. But obviously, we needed to get Rodri fit. I don't know when Rodri's back. We don't know yet. That's the thing. We know he's going to be out for a little bit, but he may be back by the end of the season. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We'll have to see. But no, other than that, everyone's fit. Foden should play, and we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a tough game. You got to respect all your opponents, but it depends. It depends what Newcastle turns up, because I think we all know what City are going to turn up. It's what Newcastle turn up.
Yeah. It's that's the biggest. We're not playing too good right now at the moment. To be honest, we're getting some results. We lost our first game last weekend against Fulham, so that's just losing one game out of all of them. That's a positive, I guess. But we're not performing well, and that's it's the biggest question whether we're going to turn up now. And if we play like we played against Fulham, we're going to lose 5-0, no question about it. And so, but I mean, Pep Guardiola has been very respectful. I mean, he's always respectful of all teams, to be honest. He's in that sense, Pep is always good. But he's always had good positive words for Newcastle. Even at the beginning of the season, he said, "Well, Newcastle are going to be there in the fight. To get back to Europe, playing one game a week, etc." So, but ultimately, do you think, because last season when Rodri was injured for a short amount of time, I can see that Man City was struggling without him in the middle. So can you say that it might, how can you, now that Gundogan's back, do you think that Gundogan will be able to help out and be that, the sort of right sub for Rodri, or do you think that you guys might have a few problems there?
It could do either. Could be Kovacic, could be Gundogan. People talk about Rodri. Rodri was a miss last season, but we didn't have any backup last season. Kovacic was in his first year. Gundogan wasn't with us anymore. And now we've got an informed Kovacic and we've got Gundogan back. So that might take off a little bit of pressure. If you look at the games in the treble season when Rodri was missing, Gundo slipped in and we were still carrying on as normal. My biggest worry is if Haaland ever gets injured at the moment. That's the worry for me, because we don't seem to have enough other goal scorers at the moment. I want to see, Jack, Sabinho, Doku step up a little bit more and try and put them. The trouble is, though, there's a lot of emphasis on Erling. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong, this is a very different Haaland this season. Haaland's looking sharper, fitter than he's ever looked. He's moving. He scored 10 goals already. He's another level. We're talking match day 6, 5, whatever it is, and he scored 10 goals, 100 goals.
Our forward scored 1.
100 goals and 102 appearances or whatever it is. The guy's beyond human. We all joke he's a cyborg. I think he is. I don't know what they feed him, but my word, he's just one of them. But we also need to.
He's lucky, Mark. Do you think he's lucky for not getting a red card for the ball thrown at the back of Gabriel?
No, I think we're getting a bit soft in football now.
Well, I agree with that, but according to
10 years ago, can you imagine Roy Keane and Keown and all them with that? It's
ridiculous, isn't it?
What we're doing? It's crazy what we're doing now. I want to see a bit of that. I want to see a little bit of needle.
And a shithousery.
Yeah, I don't mind it. That's what football's all about for me.
As long as it's done in the right way, exactly. I think I agree with you.
With any malice, he's bounced the ball up his head. He's not trying to, none of heard this. Oh, I've seen tweets, brain damage. What are you doing here?
I know. To be fair to Gabriel, he didn't go on the floor and roll around like a.
I was about to say that
he did take it. You know what I mean? He did take it, and like I said, he stood his ground and he walked away. Didn't complain about it either. To be fair, he lifted his arms up. But he didn't go like a lot of.
What was that? What was that at the end of the game though? Between Arteta and Haaland, what were they? Were they talking about that?
We don't know. This is the problem. We don't know what's been exchanged between these players and these managers in the week.
Right.
People have got this idea that people don't text each other and they don't ring each other up and put the needle in. Of course they do. We don't know.
Right.
What we stick a camera and we go, oh, look at Haaland saying that. Well, we don't look at Arteta's been saying about City over the last 40 hours. If for some reason at the moment it's all City are the enemy and Arsenal are this, grand, amazing team that do everything the correct way. Bullshit. Very, very good memories. They really, really are.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I don't mind it. People have said, oh, if Arsenal want respect and Arsenal want the favourites tag, they can have it for me. My team's won 4 Premier League in a row. I ain't got jack shit to prove to anybody right now. I've got nothing to prove to anyone.
Another level.
If Arsenal want to be classed as favourites, they can have the tag. Because if they don't win the league, then they look even more stupid again. Absolutely. So take the pressure, enjoy it. If you mess up, listen, if City win this league without Rodri, no more excuses. They're done. They're finished. They're out of excuses because last season we had no De Bruyne and no Haaland.
Right.
Now and you haven't bought anybody, Martin. That's the other thing, isn't it? You've not included anybody into the squad.
That might change in January.
Well, it will change. Have you seen the targets they're looking at?
Yeah.
Mad.
Listen, City have got big plans for the summertime, so we'll say everyone goes around 115. Well, I've already said I think City will piss all over the Premier League and serve them everything they need to do because you've seen today with the ATP, we've won some, we've lost some. We'll see. But
so what happened today though? What can you tell us about today?
Nothing. I've said this to you loads, Chris. You're never going to wear it. It's leaks. I always said it was going to come from leaks, and it will. And all you've heard is, do you know when you'll hear about what's been won when the Premier League rulebook updates?
That's what we said.
That's when you'll hear it. There'll be no affiliate. There'll be no official announcement. There'll be nothing because the Premier League
There's a lot of our fans.
The Premier
There's
League
a
are
lot
not
of
going
our
to
fans
put a
on
statement
social
out.
media. Yeah. Going
Why would
mental
the Premier
thinking
League
we've won. And it's
Yeah,
like,
why would the Premier League put a statement out and make themselves look idiots?
yeah.
They've already done it with Leicester. They're not going to do it again. They look stupid when Leicester beat them. Are they going to stick a statement out going, "Oh, City are beating us here"? Because all that shows is the rules you put in were not legal.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, we're gonna be waiting for something to happen there, man, because we are ready to spend, Martin. We're ready to spend, baby. We're gonna buy Haaland, man. Hey, help us out, man. What about the lineup?
There is still PSI, you know, Chris. That doesn't change.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I know. Yeah, we're not gonna. Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, you know what? Let's do it quickly because we need you. We need your insights, man. What about the lineup? What lineup do you think you're gonna play with this weekend?
I think I'll go Edison,
All right,
Rico,
we got the
Rico at right back, Diaz at Kanji, Gabadio.
Wait. Hold on, man. You about to take Walker out, and you just gonna say it like that?
Yeah.
Damn. It's
Okay,
like
he's
that.
not in, is he?
So,
Yeah.
man,
But
that
Rico
is tough.
deserves it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Played
That's
well against
tough.
Watford.
That's tough. All right, so what you got? Lewis on the right side. So what about the middle? Akanji Diaz.
Kanji will be on the right, Diaz on the left.
Okay, and then you got Guardiola on the left.
Yep.
Okay. Man, I can't believe you just take Walker out like that, man. Is it because of the Arsenal match?
Nice. Listen, you play with City, you got to be rueful.
Damn. That is
Got a
tough.
24-man squad, Chris. We can't mess around.
I get you, man. Big thing in the middle, though. What do you think? Kovacic?
Kovacic.
Yeah, Kovacic.
Okay. There we go. We got Kovacic right there. Up front, you got Gundogan, Silva, Savinho, Doku. Or who else?
I think this is what I can't decide, whether he plays Bernardo or he plays Gundogan. Only one of them will play. The other one will be Foden.
Okay, and so, but you got
Take Gundogan out for now.
Yeah, all right, man, because you make those decisions in this show right now, man. Where is Foden? So Foden, is he still not being consistently used? I mean, like used, but not like the starter.
He's got some issues off the field at the moment.
Oh.
We don't know fully what, but there's rumours KDB could even be back for this game.
There's a question for Martin here from Connor. Does he think Foden has had a slow start?
He's had a start. See, I can't go into it too much publicly, but
No.
he's had a start that would reflect what's going on in his life at the moment.
Fair enough.
Is what I've been told.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
All right. In the front, no question, Haaland, of course. So this would be the lineup, you think? It would be Ederson.
Nope. Take Doku out.
Oh, man.
Grealish. He was superb on Tuesday
I'd
night.
say he's been playing really well.
He looks hungry. He looks like he's going forward. Pep's told him he's got to be braver and be more direct, and he's been that from the minute he's come on this season.
Do you think he plays better as the 10, though, the floating 10?
The trouble is with the 10, he's never going to get the 10 at center. You're not going to get KDB or Foden out of that role. And then, they're looking at Musiala for the summer. So what do you do then? Grealish is never going to get the 10 role.
No.
He's just not
he does play the 10 well, I must admit. Floating in
he plays the free role well. That's what he had at Villa. He had the free role at Villa to roam around Villa Park at his own leisure.
Yeah.
The thing at City, Pep has put the handbrake on him. Because at City, it's not about just go, go, go. It's about control when there's nothing on. One thing Pep does not like is losing possession.
Right.
No, that's
if
true.
you go forward and you lose that ball and don't score in that moment, you're getting a bollocking off Pep. That's the way Pep is. Pep is you do not if you're gonna go forward and take the gamble, do it, but score in that moment. Because if you don't, you're getting bollocks. He doesn't like cheap possession being given away.
Interesting. All right,
Fuck,
so
you'd have had a field day with us
but you know
over the
that's
last few weeks.
that's the mark of an elite manager, man. That's what it's about. They don't give a damn who is in there. I guarantee you, if Haaland wasn't performing, he probably would take him off as well. I mean, I wouldn't say because Haaland is Haaland, obviously. You know, even if he has a couple of bad games, you know, you got to trust him. But the point is, you know, he doesn't get married to players, Pep Guardiola, and that's when we talk about Eddie Howe. It's a whole different story. You know, Eddie Howe, he loves players more than he loves his job. It seems like at times. So let's recap. So you got Ederson, you got Diaz Akanji, you got Lewis on the right, you got Guardiola on the left. For Rodri, you got Kovacic. A little bit ahead, you got Foden, Silva, Savinho, Grealish on the left, and then you got Haaland up front.
Yep.
That's one hell of a team, man. Damn.
It's crazy.
That is unbelievable. So you think you're winning the league again? Is this becoming? Let me ask you this though, straight up: is this becoming a farmers' league? Because you won it so many damn times, man.
No. It was that Farmers League in 1992, 93, 94, 95.
Because you know other fans are saying this now. You know, because Man City are winning.
Fans have selective memory. United won 7 out of the first 11 Premier Leagues, but we've all got to forget about that. If you look, this is my thing. You take away City and Chelsea out of this league, the league goes to United, Liverpool, or Arsenal. Nobody else. The reason that narrative's come out is because the ribbons are blue and not red. This is all what it is. It's a lot of BS. It's because they can't beat Manchester City on the field. It's excuses.com. And I'm bored of it. I'm bored of the crap that comes out of this red cartel crap. I've dealt with it for 10 years. I'm sick of the racism. I'm sick of the xenophobiaism. I'm sick of it all. Because my owners are Arab, I've got to shut up, keep my mouth shut, and get in line. No, don't blame my club because your board are shit. Do not blame my club. Run your club better, then we'll have a chat. You get all this. Well, City do this. City bought Akanji for 40 million. City bought Alvarez at 40 million, and we sold him at 85. Get a better chief exec. You could have bought Akanji at 14. You could have bought Alvarez at 40 million.
Yeah.
Haaland had a release clause. He went and spoke with 10 clubs. It's not my fault he chose City. Get a better pitch.
Yeah. No, that is true though.
Chris, and I'm done with feeding the narrative.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Haaland had enough. Haaland had enough to go to Real Madrid.
Yeah, turn him down. Turn back. People forget, you know, he grew up a City fan. But, you know, I've heard it all. David Silva's leaving City. He's only here for a year. Vincent Kompany's leaving after 2 years to go to Barcelona. Yaya Touré's only staying a year. Sergio Aguero's going to leave and go to Real Madrid. None of them left. It's the same narrative, different time. I'm bored of it.
Did Solskjaer not want to sign Haaland back in the day, though?
Yeah. And he turned it down.
And what about Sergio Aguero? Sorry, just picking up on what you were saying. I mean, Sergio Aguero's, he left to get more money, didn't he?
End of his career, though.
He had a great career, and he was amazing. I remember watching it.
But he didn't. Sergio Aguero
live,
never left.
You know?
Sergio Aguero never left City, though.
Sorry, I'm getting confused with Tevez, aren't I? My fault. Sorry. Yeah. Sergio Aguero and Tevez used to play well together, didn't they?
Tevez is a snake, man.
Tevez is a snake.
He's a Boca bred player.
Carlos Tevez out of me.
He's a Boca player. He just, you know, going where he can see best or paid best, whatever. He went to Man U and he just hopping all over the place, man. So he was. He left.
He went to China.
Yeah, he went to China after being in Boca because they were obviously paying him a lot more. and
Yeah,
he's
man.
left his childhood. So Tevez.
Sorry, I got confused. But when I remember watching Tevez and Aguero together live, and this must have been what 2013, 12, 13, something like that. They were just amazing together. Like they were really good, really, really good. But Martin, another question, man. Do you see this as an easy game for you? Like.
No, I don't see any game as easy. I think it's going to be hard. We'll have to show up. St James's Park can be hostile. Of course, it's going to be an hard game. But if City play to the potential, I think we'll win. I do think we'll win on Saturday because the words I've said it earlier on. Other Newcastle bands, you're getting the results. You're not showing the performances. The difference is you can't do that this weekend. You have to match your performance with your result this weekend to beat that. I do think you'll score, but I just think Erling Haaland, delete Dan Burn and Shah up for breakfast. Feed them back out the other way. I don't think Dan Burn's getting anywhere near Erling Haaland at weekend.
Yeah,
do you think Dan Burn's going to be? Do you think Dan Burn's going to be playing there though? That's the question.
Well, I think he's going to be playing. He can play Lloyd Kelly because he's quick enough to probably keep up. However, but we listen, man. We get into the same thing. Martin, don't listen to these Newcastle fans, man. Eddie Howe never changes his damn life. He's married to these guys, man. I'm telling you.
Come on, you're a Newcastle fan as well, Chris. Come on, man.
But I'm not delusional. Yeah. I know what Eddie's going to do. But just quickly, man, give me your predictions. I want to give you 5 minutes to go get ready for your show. What do you think will be the final prediction?
I do think you'll score. I think it'll be 3-1. So
cool. I've just got a couple of questions in the chat, Chris.
Buddy Harley gets the hat-trick.
Okay. So, quick questions though.
Yeah, go on, mate.
Connor says, does Martin think City will come in for Bruno in the summer?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. You ain't got Rodri in the winter.
I can tell you what I heard. I heard in the summer we'd pulled out and said no, forget it. I also heard, I know apparently Eddie Howe is very, very, he likes Mateus Nunes a lot. Apparently is what I got told. So whether it will all depend on where everyone is in January and where Newcastle's. It all depends. Keep saying it. Like I listened to that interview with Paul Mitchell. It does sound like at some point you are going to have to sell somebody to get buying back the other way, and it's when that now happens for me. And I just don't know. I personally, but I've also heard we're going after Zubamenda as well, just to piss Liverpool fans off. That'd be quite funny.
Exactly.
As for me, it will depend where we are in January. If we're 10 points ahead in the league, we won't need to do anything. We've now got 3 months where Kovacic or Gundo, Stones or Rico Lewis, whoever, has to make that place their own. And then give City the choice. Because City will be looking now, they'll get irons and fires, but they won't pull the trigger on anyone until they know where they are in January. It will be where we are in January will determine what we do. But if we do move for someone, it will be quick. It'll be someone with a release clause or someone we can negotiate with in a very easy way. That's why I think Bruno's harder to do in January. In the summer, if you haven't made your targets, then I think Bruno may be on the market. But City may have already bought someone by then. Because I don't think Bruno, if you miss out on the Champions League, it's then will Bruno wait another year because then he is getting on. Then he's what, 26 now? 27? Does he go to 28, 29 and wait and wait?
Yeah, it's true.
Well, it all depends, in my opinion, on how Newcastle. What does he feel we're trying to do? Because if he feels like we are going for success, then he might be like, okay, let me be the idol for the icon for this team.
Is Eddie Howe going to be there in 6 months? This is what I mean. No one knows anything.
Nobody knows.
And that's the thing, though, because if we don't qualify for Europe, he's gone, man. I'm telling you.
Pep
Great point.
If Pep doesn't extend,
Pep coming to Newcastle, man. Yeah. hey, Martin, you're turning down my ideas, man. I thought we were friends, man.
A couple of things before Martin goes.
Eddie to City.
Yeah. Put a
No,
smile
hell
on
no.
Martin's face.
We'll swap, innit?
Jam Sasha has put down, "Hi Martin, I love your club. You have a great players and you have a great manager. Your owners are great. Everything is great. Great, great, great." There you go. What more can I say?
That's your best pal, isn't it, Martin?
No, James Stash, he's supposed to be a Newcastle fan now. I'm
Yeah,
questioning
exactly. Craig Lee has put down, listen to other club channels talking about the City case and crying has been a joy. Eagle was practically crying on the football terrace. There you go.
Egal
Oh,
does
Egal,
that.
Egal.
Egal's very emotional. Doesn't like Sam. He knows
He
that.
doesn't like him at all. No, exactly.
I don't know who hates City more, Egal or Hussam. I don't know which one hates us more.
Oh yeah.
We have this debate when I'm on the shows and I'm like, "You hate us, don't you?" I just want
Yeah.
I just poke at Egal. I poke
Yeah,
at
exactly.
Egal all the time.
Throw that hook, mate.
All right, mate. Well, thank you so much for coming on and giving us your piece on what you think is going to happen on the
Yeah,
weekend.
I'm to apologise. It's only short.
No, no worries, man. No worries.
No,
Good
no,
luck
it's
for the
great.
rest of the season, apart from Saturday and the reverse.
And you, mate. And you.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you back for a reaction when we beat your
We'll
ass.
do a reaction.
Anyways,
I
no,
don't
man.
hide. Win, lose, or draw. I don't hide.
Thank you,
Bless
man.
you.
Appreciate it. We'll see you then.
Take it
We'll see
easy,
you
buddy.
then, brother.
Yeah.
Take it easy. All right, that was Martin from the Marcunian Way. Shout out, and of course, we gave 5 memberships away. The channel has, and they all have gone to Joe Robinson, Robert Wild, Jordy, Daddy Indeed, and Ever Black. So congrats to all of you. And so that confirms, because I just tried it again, that you can. If I can give memberships away, that means everybody can now, because I wasn't able to for the longest time. So if you've been trying to give memberships away, you can do that now. We're waiting on the mighty win at some point. Waiting on DX, late as hell, and I guess there's just people can't rely on these people, man. I'm telling you. I told the mighty win he's a part timer now. He's doing his thing.
He's working, man.
Yeah, he ain't working, man. He's funnying around. That's what he does all day.
He's catching them trains, dude.
But all right, so let me get you guys' take on this game. Of course, we talked to Martin there, but there's a strange atmosphere, obviously, at the tune at the minute with seemingly fractious relationship behind the scenes, but obviously, we've already said what's been reported, that it seems like everybody is kissing each other and getting matching tattoos, which is great. But we're gonna. By the way, Ambry, I'm listening to myself. You might have either TV or phone that's picking up the feedback. And
Is that any better?
Yep, now it's good. As long as you mute it, man. Turn it down. Just mute it, and then you should be
Yeah, I
good.
got it. I
Hit
got
the
it.
like button, man. Have you hit the like button yet?
Of course I have.
Come
I did
on,
it
man.
before it came on.
All right.
Hey.
But how hard is it going to be to beat Man City? I mean, or
Well,
even
we all
draw
know
the
that
game.
Eddie likes to do tactics per opponent. So, according to what's been leaked so far, that's still been going ahead. The team leaked for us isn't what I expected. I mean, if that's true, I mean, the back four will remain the same as started against Fulham, but Tonali comes in for Willock. Everything else stays the same.
Well, who's leaked that?
That's the reported team that's come out, and I don't know how true it is. I'm not going to say who's reported it because if it is true, I don't want to get them into trouble.
No, we're gonna do our
okay.
own, man. We're gonna do.
I know
our
we're going to do
anyway.
our own, but that's the league team. And for me, you see, and like Martin's just said, the pressure will be, we saw what Haaland did to Saliba and Gabriel through the middle. If Shaw and Byrne give him any respect, he's going to tear them apart through the middle of the park because they haven't got
one
the pace
thing.
to keep up.
Here's one thing. Sorry, Gary, but
That's all right.
we are traditionally, over the last few years, a lot better against the stronger opponents. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I remember, I was driving to Glasgow to drop my son off. I gave my ticket to my best friend, which was Newcastle versus Man City 2 seasons ago. and it was 3-3. Am I right? Can I remember correctly? And that wasn't expected at all. You know what I mean?
No, but then we
And
lay back and we let them come
yeah,
onto us, and that's what I'm saying. We hit them. We hit them with
yeah,
two
no, I
sucker
get that.
punches. A cracking free kick from Trippier, to be fair.
Yeah.
But like I say, you've got to take your chances when they come against City, and that's the other thing. At this present moment in time, apart from Barnes, none of them are firing, and that's what worries me.
I
Interesting.
think there might be a chance that our boys click, that they're forced to click, and that's why I went for my score prediction. And the realist in me says 4-1, 5-1 City, considering how we've played. But there may be a bit about the stronger opponent brings out a stronger sort of resilience, and if that's the case, then it'll be a beautiful game to watch, regardless of the fact it's 12:30 on Saturday.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
let's just rip the band-aid off. If we're going to get beat, let's just rip it off
go
and
for
enjoy
it.
the weekend. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
we've got nothing to lose, have we? Really? Let's be honest.
No, exactly. And I think that's it. You see, I think what I don't like about Eddie Howe at the moment is this low block, where he's looking for the quick break, because against the likes of Man City, if you remember, we were playing ever so well. Then Alvarez gets that one shot and it goes into the top bin, and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ian.
Thank you, Ian, for the membership, and that's going to Steven in UFC. Thank you, mate. Now you can give memberships away. See.
Absolutely. And then for me, that's what I'm saying. It's not as if it's negative trying to keep teams out, but you can only take so much pressure. You know what I mean? We can't be too gung go either. We've got to balance this correctly on Saturday. Because if you throw too many bodies forward, as you saw against Fulham, a little bit unbalanced, and then bang, you've got a breakaway. And against the likes of City, they will absolutely annihilate space. And I think that's what we've got to do.
The one thing about Man City's formation that I pay attention to is that they have a lot of midfielders, and attacking midfielders, regular midfielders. They are basically only got one defensive midfielder, which could be Kovacic, but he also attacks. So, it's. But the point here is that they put a lot of bodies in the middle, and so to get through and to penetrate is going to be very, very tough. Because as soon as you get by one, there's another one, and there's another one, and it's tough. Now
you have got to work in triangles against City. You've got to give and go all the time. Just be fluid, and that's the other thing that concerns me. If it is the same three up top, Harvey Barnes sometimes loses his concentration on the defensive side, and that's something that, when we played him with a 4-5-1, leaving Isak just floating amongst the two. What you've got to do with the two guys on the width to drop in to make us really narrow in the middle is to keep the concentration levels, because once we break, we've got to break as a unit, but then we've got to drop in as a unit as well. So it is going to be 90 minutes of pure concentration.
Absolutely, and you got to remember Rodri though. Like Rodri's injury,
he's the stringer. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. Like if you look at some of the stats that City have played without Rodri in comparison with Rodri, wow. Like it's a proper blessing, isn't it? Big guy up there is giving us a bit of a blessing. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I said. When I saw Haaland throw that ball at Gabriel, I'm thinking, red card, he's gone. He's not even inside. He's not even in the side. I mean, we've got every
Didn't even get spotted, did it?
Didn't even get spotted, mate. No,
it's ridiculous.
But I think Rodri's miss will be detrimental to obviously City. Now they do got top players, man. So it's regardless, it's going to be a tough one.
Top players. But like we're talking about removing.
He is the balance, though.
If we remove Guimaraes and Isak at the same time, it's a similar sort of impact to City removing Rodri. According to the stats, and the stats are they're damning. Like they're really like crazy.
I mean, the one grace for me is if Tonali comes in, because he will love these type of games, because he's the type of box-to-box player that will give you everything. He'll graft for every space.
Absolutely.
And he could upset the balance a little bit.
I want people to pause for a second, close the chat, and hit that like button because we don't have nowhere near as many likes as we should get. Come on now. Let's do the channel a favor. Hit that like button right now. Please close the chat for a second because you can reopen it. It was not the end of the world. Hit that like button and come back to the chat, please, so you can help us reach more people. JJ says, evening everyone, where's Win? Has he eventually been arrested for his holiday shirts? Well, he is he's catching trains all the way back to Newcastle. He was at Wimbledon today. He thought the match was on, so he was, so Numpty went over there.
He's gone down with his big diggers to help him do the pitch.
And I got proof that he did think it was the game, by the way.
To be fair to him, he is a transport specialist. So he's retired, but he goes on the odd job here and there for a couple of entrepreneurs in Newcastle to collect cars and collect vehicles across the UK. But he does it in record time. Normally, he said to me, "We'll have a pint at 7."
He hasn't been back,
not
man.
back yet, man. So yeah, that's a bit surprising.
And I do got proof that the mighty twat was wait a minute. Where is it?
Oh, my thing's gone. My camera's gone all funny.
Yeah, your camera's
you've gone off.
Yeah, his camera. I got proof, ladies and gentlemen, that the mighty twat was at the stadium of Wimbledon trying to go to the game. Hold on, let me see. I'll get to it though. As soon as trust me.
I'm looking forward to this one.
Come on, there we go. So look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Oh, look at the back.
There he is.
Look at the back. Look at the back. Look at the back right there. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, dear.
Look at the back right there where my mouse is. He was at Wimbledon. Oh, come on, man. Oh, man.
He was fixing the sinkhole, wasn't he?
He was. Hey, let me tell you something. He was filling the sinkhole, all right. And he was filling the sinkhole in London today. But yeah, that's he had to get his proper tools, by the way. He told me that he doesn't use a blue pill no more. It's a red pill. It's called Spark. It's a red pill. It's called Spark, man. You just gotta get your Spark. But
what's with those sunglasses, man?
Oh yeah, what's up with that, man? In his selfies are like he's mad as hell, man. Come on, man. What's the matter with you, old man?
AJ's put his forehead's like a domino board.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Come on, man. He got
so
many creases on his head, man. Come on, man. Hey, it's been a long life, man. It's been a long life. He
likes to play dominoes, man. He likes to play it every Sunday.
Hey, I'll beat his head
every Sunday.
But shout out to everyone. Of course, JJ, is he traveling overground, underground, wumbling free? Yeah. Jordy, appreciate whoever we gift you the NUFC Talk TV there. So thank you so much, and please renew your membership at the end of the month. It will be lovely, and you're gonna continue to. We're about to do a giveaway at the end of the month, so we got 4 days left. So please renew your membership. You help us a lot and enjoy exclusive content. So there you go, Jordy. Hit the like button, folks. Come on, everybody, hit the like button. All right, so. Oh, here we go. This is some late ass. It's already 41 minutes late, man. What the? Why even show up?
Yo, we're doing 3 hours, aren't we?
Why even show up, man? But there's an echo. You might have us on the phone or something. DX, make sure you turn the volume down. Don't jump away, man. Don't keep us on the phone, man. Yeah, it's good now. All right, so. Well, DX, give us your take on the game, man. What do you think?
I'm actually. Do you know what? I've got a really weird take on this game. I've predicted a defeat, but I actually don't think we're going to lose. I don't know why I've predicted it.
That's all that matters, to be honest. That's all that matters. You predicted we're going. You predict that we're going to lose, man. That's all that matters.
No, but I predicted a defeat against Fulham. I was less confident about the Fulham game than I am about the Man City game, which is a bit mad. But I get a funny feeling at home against a top team. I think we might draw. I think we might draw 2-2. I just got a weird feeling in my waters about it. I just some games I feel more confident about, and I think with Man City they're missing Rodri. They've got one or two other little thing. Foden hasn't quite clicked. I shouldn't say that really, but he hasn't quite hit the ground. Haaland obviously amazing, but Isak is due some form, and I'm hoping Tonali will start. I'm probably 30% likely, but I'm hoping. And if he does, I think we could win the midfield battle possibly if Bruno steps up. So yeah, I'm not feeling too bad about this one. Weirdly,
That's good.
Well,
Yeah.
regardless, it's going to be a really, really tough one. Let me give you some insights on Newcastle and Man City. Newcastle United have scored 7 goals in their last 5 matches, so 7 and a goal, definitely over a goal per match. So not bad, I guess you can say. Haven't kept a clean sheet in 5 matches though, so that's already in itself cancels each other out. But we've been unbeaten. We went unbeaten in 13 home games. We are unbeaten in 13 home games currently. So I don't know who the hell we played in 13 games ago. 13 games ago, we probably played. Well, it goes back to last season.
I think it was Man City. Maybe
at the end, it would have been Brentford.
We lost to Man City, didn't we?
We did lose 3-2, but we did score it. We started winning.
After that, we started, yeah.
Right. So those are some insights for Newcastle. Insights for Man City. They have scored 9 goals in their last 5 matches. So just 2 more than us. Really, that's actually surprising. I figured there would be a lot more. And Haaland has scored all of them, I think. Which is crazy.
He's got 10, hasn't he?
But how does he have 10 if they scored 9, though? Or is it just Premier League?
Oh, I thought he had 10 in the Premier League. Maybe I've miscounted. Maybe.
Well, it said just
2 hat-tricks in a juice. 2 hat-tricks in a double, isn't it?
Yeah.
But he got one against Arsenal.
And he got one against Arsenal.
So that's 9.
That's 9.
But
wow, so he scored every goal for City. Oh, my God, that is unbelievable.
No, he didn't. It can't be because Haaland smashed the ball off Gabriel.
And he didn't score. Stones.
That was John Stones, yeah.
That was the second goal. He scored the first goal. Stones scored the second goal.
He has got.
He scored more than 9 then.
He's got 10.
More than 9.
10 and 5. 10 and 5.
Yeah.
Because he's the record breaker now, isn't he? Because if you remember, Mickey Quinn putting that comment out.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah. So these insights from Fatma were wrong then.
Or maybe a game late.
Oh, I don't know what they're talking about. It has to be the Premier League only.
A game late.
Yeah.
Regardless.
There might be a game or 2 late.
He scored 10 out of 11. That's pretty damn good, isn't it?
Right. It could be. Well, have been well, they say within the last 5 matches, though. We've played 5 matches. So they definitely got it wrong. Have been awarded the most penalties this season. 1. Come on, man. That's not it. Who writes that? Who writes these stats, man? He's been awarded the most penalties this season. 1. Nobody else has got a penalty. That's unbelievable. What's up with these stats?
Oh, they have.
What the hell is going on with this? With Fatma, I want to stop. I want to cancel my account, man.
There's a few bugs in that system.
Erling Haaland is the competition top goal scorer with 10. So they contradict themselves right there. Oh my God, man, what is this? But there you go. So they I mean, obviously they played a lot more games than us. They played against Inter Milan, one of those, and then Watford must have been the Carabao Cup, which we will play next Tuesday. And of course, you can live in every match here on NUFC Talk TV. You can live because you can literally live those matches with us. They've played against West Ham, Brentford. That's a weak one. Inter Milan, obviously, that's a tough one. Arsenal, tough one. Watford, easy walk in the park, but they only won. They beat them 2-1 though. Not sure exactly what the lineup was behind that team. We played against all weak teams except Tottenham. Now Mighty Win says Wolves are going to be the revelation of the Premier League. He also says the same thing about Fulham. So every team that we play against, they're going to be great. But they certainly play against tougher teams. So, but they're not beaten teams like, walking apart trying beating teams. You're breathing into the mic, man. You sound like you're whistling, man.
It's not me, is it?
It is you, man. Just put it a little bit lower though, so your nose sounds don't go into it.
I got it. Yeah, there. That's
Gotcha,
better.
man.
Theme tune.
But yeah, I mean the form is not there obviously for us, but
Well, Man City, they've drawn their last 2 games, haven't they? Both at home. So that's a good sign. That's since Rodri got injured, isn't it? And they won in the EFL Cup. They won 2-1 in the EFL Cup.
Yeah,
but they haven't exactly been setting the world like 2-1, 3-1. They beat Ipswich 4-1.
right.
Chelsea away was their best result, 2-0.
Yeah,
and they went behind against Ipswich.
Yeah, so I don't think. Do you know what? I don't think we should go into it and think, oh, I know some people predicted we're going to lose 6-0 and stuff, but
that's Paul, man. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That was a very crazy. Well, not crazy, but it was
6-1.
Given our performance, though, given our performance,
that's
now,
the thing.
Yeah, if we were to walk into the game and play like we did against Fulham, against a Man City team that are hungry, then that's going to happen. But this is what I'm trying to say to you, is that our players seem to step up when it comes to the bigger teams. Like we start to play better. And if we had that attitude every game, like I'm saying this now, predicting that we're going to play better, hopefully we do. But if we had that attitude every single game, it would be a hard team to beat every game.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, so let us. This is some stats, obviously, from each team this season. The one that I like the most is possession of the ball, because to me that means you're in control of the game, and they obviously certainly have the highest right now, 65 against us, 46. But those are just some stats. Of course, they create more chances, so they're going to have more. Well, they score more goals. Let's go 13 all around. So that other stat wasn't accurate either. Yeah, that was crazy. Anyways, let's go with our lineup. Let's do our predicted lineup, ladies and gentlemen. So last game that we predicted, the lineup was
it's difficult.
Was this one, but well, I mean, this is the thing.
Longstaff will start this game, I'm telling you.
No way, absolutely.
I think he will. I think Eddie will say, "Well, look, we lost when he didn't play."
Man,
I think Tonali will start.
Yeah.
I think Willock will drop.
Yeah, because he got a point though. Has he got a point?
But hold on. Let's go. You do got a point, but let's go position by position.
I think he's got a point.
So Pope is no problem. Do you got Fabian Schär and Byrne? I think Byrne will get cooked and grilled and overcooked by Haaland.
He's so loyal, isn't he? I think he'll stick with them.
No, I understand. I think Byrne will start, but I'm saying I just want to say, I said it before the game, because I think Haaland is going to kill Dan Byrne. Now he certainly got the physicality to keep up with him, but not the quickness, or that's the problem.
Would you rather?
You've got to put two. You've got to put 2 on Holland.
But that's Fabian. So you said you would start with three center backs?
Yeah, possibly.
Actually, I remember. I think we lost 2-0 anyway. I think it was the FA Cup, but we did play with 3 center backs at the time, if I'm not mistaken.
And we were terrible in that game. We had 1 shot on goal, I think.
No, maybe not 3 centre backs, but maybe we need to start telling our left back or our right back to cut in and hit Haaland with Dan Byrne. So if he goes past Dan Byrne, we want somebody cutting in and giving him a squaring up to him type of thing.
But won't that leave somebody else free?
I know, of course it does. Yeah, of course it does. But at the end of the day, right, we've got to try and block this guy. This guy scored 80% of the goals for City. If we block him, we've got a good chance to be able to progress.
Well, I wonder if Hall will start at left back. I hope so.
Pace, but not defensively good enough against a team like this, though, DX.
But I'm just wondering, what's the alternative? And Lloyd Kelly didn't look particularly good at left back. Dan Byrne
against Pace, no.
Left back. Matt Targett's not fit? Do you put Tino there and Trippier on the right? I mean,
maybe they do put Tino in. Tino is better defensively.
Well, because of our lack of pace at the back, and I'm going to say that because we haven't got much pace. I think he will have again. It'll be Trips and Kelly on the left and right with the same back four. Because what he'll realise is the way Man City line up with the 4-1-4-1 is they will try and get in the space between centre back and midfield for us, and they'll hover in that flow. That's where Foden always likes to play, in and around that. So you're going to have to lose one of your midfielders, which means that Bruno will probably go with Foden if Foden plays.
Trying to get by with it. So you probably take Joe. I mean, if according to you would probably take Joe Linton, or maybe not, because you need that physicality. Maybe you need that physicality, and then you take Tonali out, or not
I would stay as it is.
Would you take Willock out?
So you're saying
Willock's out, yeah.
Willock.
He already admitted that, didn't he, in the last press conference? He said it was too quick for Willock to have come back, and he held his hand up on that one. And I don't believe that for 1 minute, if I'm honest. I think he screwed up by putting two left-sided midfielders on.
So we're saying, well, we're going to go by votes here. So we got 4 people. So Fabian Schär, starting?
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
Okay. Dan Burn?
Yes.
100%.
All right. I'm going to say I would put Lloyd Kelly there, but I can't.
I think he'll start Dan Burn, though.
Lloyd Kelly and centre-back?
Yeah, I would put Lloyd Kelly there to keep up with.
Lloyd Kelly is a centre back. I mean, by trade, really.
Yeah,
by trade.
No, I know that, but I'm just thinking, what, in such a big
80
game?
might not. Yeah, hey, Lloyd Kelly plays, man. What do you mean?
I mean, he is a decent.
I know that. You get that, but I'm just saying, like, you know, the way he's building Lloyd Kelly up, he's kind of doing a Bruno. We wanted Bruno to be on straight away and run on the pitch, but he's just introducing him here and there. I think he's working with him in the background, so I'm not sure whether, I would do that. But
I mean, I lost anyway, so you got and I do agree on that sense because I think DX probably would lean towards me, towards my way, but you know he believes that Eddie won't do it, which I believe that as well. I think Eddie will play Dan Burn.
I think Dan Burn will start.
So you know he wins. Dan Burn. Let us know in the chat as well. You know what you think. You might do, or you know any flaws that you may see with this lineup, or good things. Let us know in the chat, and of course, if you don't mind, Gary or DX, star those kind comments for the later on in the show. We don't have many star comments. All right, Lloyd Kelly on the left. We got from last game, so who do we got? I need to put who we got.
Well, if it was up to me, I would have Lewis Hall at left back, but I think he'll pick Lloyd Kelly. Again.
Well, Martin predicted Rico Lewis, who is fast, and Savinho on the right as well. So, that's gonna be. I think it will be Kelly on there.
I think the thing is,
Kelly will have to get on.
Sorry, go on.
Kelly will be on for pace on the left-hand side because their pace on the right-hand side is rapid. Grealish on the left isn't quick.
Yeah, and
that's why I think he'll have Trippier on there.
Yeah, but I think Hall is faster than Kelly, so.
Yeah,
but he's always like to have those 3 centre backs, hasn't he? On like he had it with Burn, Botman, Schär before, where you can move into almost like a central 3 a little bit.
You also get a little bit of height as well with that one because we aren't really, in defensive units. Schär isn't really good in the air. So I think he'll need a little bit more cover in the air for Schär on set pieces.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Oh my gosh, man! What is going on here?
No teeth were harmed in the making of this video.
Somebody's hacking our system. Oh my god!
He's the happiest clapper of them all.
The happy Glabba.
Here he is.
Happy Glabba. And by the way, farmersonly.com.
Look at those baby blues.
Man, you look like Frank Sinatra there, man. That was good. Frank Sinatra, Robert De Niro. Damn.
I'll settle for dodgy Derek, the mighty win.
You are dodgy.
Joe over there.
You are dodgy. But what were you doing, man? Were you delivering? There was a few
I just
foxes out
thought
there.
I thought I better go down and check on the plough lane pitch to
Hey,
make sure that they weren't just
There-
trying to get more money out of them.
there were some foxes out there in London that you had to take care of.
Have you sent them a video
were-
where you're swearing at them and giving them
You-
the middle finger?
Hey, the
I
mighty
think
wind,
that's
the mighty wind was delivering tonight, man. Hey, did you take? Did you switch to the red pill? Didn't you? It's called Spark. It's a quick
No.
spark. Ain't nothing but a
Well,
spark.
yeah, I
man.
don't need any pills.
There you go.
What happened to 7 o'clock? I was waiting
Yeah.
for a pint, man.
Well, I was waiting 4 hours for the bloody car.
Oh, God.
man.
Oh, well, there you are.
All right. Well, we were talking about the lineup, man. We were setting it up, but any thoughts on how we beat Man City before we move forward with the predicted lineup?
But
Yeah.
just paid your time, man. Paid your time.
I'll say one thing.
Is that
I'll
is
say
that
one
the,
thing.
Is that the thorough thought of a pundit?
Criticalness.
Like, is that the clinic? Like, what is this, man?
Bide
This
your
guy just
time.
literally said 2 words when I'm asking him how do we beat Man City, and he said,
Bad time.
"What is this, man? Give me your analysis on
This
that."
is what the punters want to say, man.
Exactly.
Oh,
we showed them already. We showed them.
Are you sure
Push
you-
Lloyd
you were-
Kelly.
were they out
We
for-
show.
Oh,
We showed them you thought the game was today, so you went to line up, and then they tell you, "What the hell is wrong with you,
Alright,
old
well,
man?"
there you go. No,
we need to revote the
I'll stop
positions,
that.
though. 'Cause
DX
there's
and
five-
Gary.
What you got? Oh,
DX
maybe-
and Gary, we were talking about Lloyd Kelly on the left, and we were saying, why doesn't he come in and become like that extra impetus in the center of the defense? Well,
When he plays
why
a
not?
4-5-1, doesn't he? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He'll play a narrow 4 at the back with a wide 5 in midfield, and what he'll be looking for is support
Okay.
from the wide men to drop in to give them a 2-on-1 scenario on the width. The problem is
What about a
with them-
5-3-3? What about 5-3-2
Well,
with Hall
I
and Kelly?
I'd love that. I would love him to have
Yeah,
a look at that,
I
especially
think that would
with
be amazing.
Hall and Tino going up the
Five,
wings and giving them a bit of
three,
support. But I know he won't do
Yeah,
it.
that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Then where do you
All
Well, he
right,
want to
might.
let me-
He
let me-
might, 'cause
let
he
me-
might have no choice
Let me
with Haaland.
Yeah, let me give the mighty win a second chance.
Yeah, go on.
And can you please
Do Brad
give us
Green
some
go?
insight of what you think, what you expect, what your journalist nose tells you about the game on
I think
Saturday?
you'll go with Trips at right back and Hall at left back.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the opposite of what we've said.
Because we've been saying
Um,
we've been saying this, mighty twat, that Dan Burn is going to play. We don't want him to play because I think maybe DX might put Lloyd Kelly to be quick enough to follow Haaland and somewhat strong. I don't think he's as strong as Burn, but Burn is as low as his
Shouldn't
look.
be
So,
ridiculous.
but
Holland has never had a good game against Burn.
No, I do. The thing is, I think Dan Burns a real
Oh, my
revelation
God.
for us.
all these empty sayings, man.
It's interesting. That's
If you
interesting.
want Kelly to play, I think in the future.
Holland's
really
never
has-
had a good
has to
game
be a
against
centre-back.
Burn.
Has
But
to be a
I mean, you've obviously set the front three up there. Have I missed someone? Because obviously, I've
No,
been
no,
Well,
we-
we're
we-
not.
we
We're
started from
not
the
there
back.
yet, man. We're not
Started
there yet.
from-
That's
we're
good.
still-
Why
we're
don't we
still
start again
talking
and let
defence.
Nancy Wynn get involved?
Yeah, we start.
Right,
You know.
I think you'll go. I still think Trips is my best fullback. And
Okay, well,
Really?
we gotta go back. You know, it's a democracy.
His legs have gone win.
It's a democracy here. It's a democracy, so we gotta go by votes. We got 5 people now. So first of all, Lloyd Kelly or Hull, we didn't vote. Who votes for Kelly? Who votes for Hull? So for Kelly,
Well, I'll
Thanks,
vote
Kel.
for Kelly if Livramento is on the right.
I would vote for Hall. For me, I'd like Hall to play, but I think Kelly will play.
yeah.
So
So
whichever one of those you want to go for.
I think no. Your vote is Hull. I mean Kelly
What we
because
Kelly or Hall, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I know that.
Hall's
but I
a
mean,
much better left back.
Who would? I think I would put Hall. I would put Hall, but it's going to be Lloyd Kelly because
I'd put Hall, but it'd be Lloyd Kelly.
Eddie's scared as hell. But Gary, what do you?
If you look at it, if you go for defensive contributions, because against Man City, it won't be offensive contributions; it'll be defensive contributions. Hall isn't a left back when you put him man for man against Kelly. So
But so like Kelly's not a left back either.
Kelly's not
if,
really.
if that's the case.
no, but what I'm saying to you is Kelly's got more of a defensive mind than Hall has. Hall is still working on playing that system and playing that position, and he makes mistakes after mistake in that position. Offensively, I think he would be amazing. That's why I said, for me, this is the perfect game to try a 3 at the back, but that leaves us very thin on the bench if we have an injury. So I know he won't do that.
So you
we haven't
for
got depth of squad. So I would go as
Kelly.
we are, Kelly, because I think that's what he'll do, and I think he'll also play Trippier.
Okay, so and Amri, you're last but not least.
Yeah, listen, agree with what Gary's just said there, but what would be really interesting would be if we did try and wall up against Man City and bring in Hall, as well as Kelly, as well as Byrne, Fabian Shaw, and Livramento. So for me, if we weren't to play 5 at the back, then that sounds fine to me as well. But
Right.
given our recent performances, we're going to be suspect unless we tighten up.
All right, so we're saying Lloyd Kelly then. On the right, either Livramento or Trippier.
Trips.
I think
for me.
Livramento. I think
Livramento for me, but Trippier knows a lot of the English contingency in Manchester City. He may know a little bit more about how they play and how they, how they interact. So it might be a benefit for us to play Trippier in this game.
I just think his attacking impetus seems to have disappeared though. When I've watched him.
Yeah, he's obviously going through quite a bit.
Legs have gone a bit, maybe, or I don't know, but he's just
I think
not.
personal life is probably cutting in a bit.
I think Trips and Kelly, as we saw against Fulham, doesn't work.
No, it's too negative.
We're much when Hall came on, we were much better.
Well, every
we're
time,
chasing the game, then.
every time
We won't be
Hall comes
chasing
on,
this game.
We won't be.
From the start, no. That's what I said.
Well, yeah.
It'll be trying to. That's what I'm saying. When you've got the likes of Hall and Tino on the bench, you've got something that can change the game.
Yeah.
If you start with Hall and Tino on the pitch, you've got very little offensive thoughts going forward. If you want to change it up a little bit, he will, like I said, he'll do a low block and he'll put somebody on there that won't need to go forward, and he'll look for the defensive-minded people. That's how Eddie Howe plays, and he'll look for the counter ball over the top for us to run onto.
All right.
That's how I feel as though he's
So
playing.
you're well.
I'd go with Trippier.
You're going to go Trippier. Omens is Trippier. DX is
I said Tino. Yeah.
And
He said he would have Tino, but he thinks he'll go Trippier.
Well,
I'm with Tino. I think Tino's performed better. I'm the same. I think Tino's deserves to start over Trippier.
You've got the casting vote.
Yeah, you've got the casting vote, mate.
Yeah, well, I want to go for Livramento because So there you go. We got Livramento there. And midfield, interesting. Well, let's get right to it. And not mess around, not funny around like the Omen's been doing all day. Right to it. Tonali, is he starting? Because we say this every week, man. Every week we say this, and somebody says, "Well, because this week he has this and that, and he will do it now the next week." And so every week we say something. So in the chat, please get busy. Is there any chance that Tonali will not start over Willock or over Longstaff? Because I do agree that he did say something about being a mistake that
that
Willock
shouldn't
started.
be. That shouldn't be.
He's going to start. Sean Longstaff's going to start this game. I'm telling you.
But that's what DX is saying now because because Willock he said that Willock it was Rush or whatever he said. People think Tonali's going to start, but he could reason because it's Eddie, man. It's Eddie. He might say, well, with Longstaff, Eddie and Omen got the same mentality, get the same mindset.
Undefeated with Longstaff.
Yeah, we were undefeated with Longstaff. So let's put Longstaff in and all those BS excuses. So
We
what do you guys think?
we have got three of
not-
the most admired midfielders in the
He won't
country.
play.
Well,
I'm telling you,
if
my
you
brother.
listen to any pundits talking, the rave on about our potential midfield three. At some time,
Not this season.
he's got to start them. Well, let's see if they all start together, whether that brings them all on, instead of always having a passenger.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. I don't know if he knows how to play the three of them together. That's the problem, and I think he trusts.
Well,
for some reason, he trusts
for
Sean
me,
Longstaff.
Eddie's skating on very thin ice right at the minute, because if he doesn't know who his best starting 11 are by now, and if he doesn't obviously play his best starting 11 against the best team in the world, then there's something the matter. So I think we see tomorrow.
yeah, but we say that every week.
Sorry,
Though.
not tomorrow. On Saturday, we will see a starting lineup of what Eddie considers to be his best starting lineup. Now, that might be a big shock there, and it might have Longstaff in it. In which case, the proof of the pudding, as always, will be decided after 90 minutes. But if it goes all tits up and he's got to start making hundreds of changes again, where he completely changed the left-hand side on Saturday, changed the right-hand side a bit, but completely changed the left-hand side, then I'm sorry, but, questions have to be asked.
Man, you say that every week, man. This dude, man, questions need to be asked. Every week he says the same thing. He doesn't even ask a question. He's like that reporter that was that last Luis, just asking about what is
Louis
it?
Redner, wasn't it?
Asking about what did she ask about? Brohood? No, bromance. Instead of asking the damn question that need to be asked, he goes asking about bromance. Come on, Mighty Win, stop playing, man.
I'm not playing.
Yeah, you are. Every week you say Ramri. Am I wrong or am I right?
He is very, 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 very optimistic. And the problem is that we talk about it, and during the transfer window, it was every day I'd pick him up and be like, "What's happened? What's happened today? I'm driving along. Just relax. Just relax.
Yeah,
relax about what? Relax about what?
Exactly.
Come on,
job,
man.
Amri. Good
Sorry.
job, Amri.
Relax about being potentially top of the league on Saturday.
Potentially top of the league.
This dude is a joke, man. If you think the players weren't motivated against Fulham, what makes you think they're gonna be motivated against City, man?
Well, they might be. They might be more motivated against City.
Well,
it's more
it
of a
could
challenge,
be.
isn't it?
Thank you, Michael McIntyre, man. Appreciate your super chat. Says hi all. Don't play Trip. We're beat.
We're beat.
We're beat. It will be
10 men.
Tune. Don't play Trip. So don't play Trip. Michael doesn't want Trip.
He says if we're playing Trips, it's equivalent to playing 10 men. Well, everyone on this show is entitled to their opinion.
His legs have gone.
That is right.
Especially when it's in the super chat.
Exactly.
Totally.
You were damn right about that one. All right. So thank you so much, Michael. Appreciate that, man. Everybody that's been donating, thank you so much for your support. All right. So we got midfield. So we don't even know who's starting. Tonali? Mighty Win says Tonali.
Longstaff, Bruno, and Joe Linton, I reckon.
DX is Longstaff.
Go on. Who else?
Gary?
As it is. I can't. What you've got a box to box there. Somebody's going to tackle. Somebody's going to break possession. Longstaff don't tackle. He does the hard yards. He does the meters, but he actually doesn't get you a challenge. So for me, you'll need to control the midfield to win this game if you're going to get something from the game. So as it is for me, perfect. The problem with Willock and Joe Linton is they're both left-sided midfielders that play better football as a left-sided midfielder. So as soon as you change either or, you lose both of them. And they were both playing in the same space against Fulham. Hence, it was easy for Fulham to break on their left-hand side.
Okay.
There was no cover there
The
whatsoever.
beauty about starting those three is that if J7 continues his abysmal form, at
You've
least
got
you
Willock.
can replace J7 with Willock. So at least you're replacing like for like.
Right. All right. So, well, get to your votes. I mean, who you voted for? I mean,
Well,
Gary, we
that's
already
my-
know.
That's
Yeah.
my starting three.
Okay, DX.
Longstaff, Bruno, and Joe Linton.
Okay, Omri.
There potentially is no better midfield than Joe Linton, Guimaraes, and Sandro Tonali in this
Relax.
whole league.
Relax.
No,
man.
well,
If they can perform, they've got a game on their hands.
Yeah, well, I could
Exactamundo.
agree it's a big if. It's all about ifs with Newcastle. So, but all right,
all
and I
about-
do agree.
It's all about if with any team.
No, not really. City gonna come and beat us. Tonali, I vote for Tonali. I just hope that Eddie comes to his senses. Herbal, he's a Man City fan. He's just dropping in to leave a like. See you Saturday, maybe. I'm telling you something, man. I love Man City fans. I really do, because I think they're. I mean, telling you. I mean, you guys. Well, I'm not gonna banter you, but you got to figure out the atmosphere part. But you guys are just so damn kind, man. You go. Well, Arsenal fans get beat all over social media all the time, so maybe that's why they're angry. Man United fans always angry. Chelsea fans always damn angry. So, but shout out to Herbal, man. Appreciate that, mate.
You do realize it's very easy to be calm and not angry
Yeah,
when you're winning every game.
that
That's true. This is true.
too. But everybody, the rest of the league hates you and wants you to die. That can't be
Yeah.
too easy.
Well, no, everybody doesn't. It's only the toxic, the toxic red
Except us.
cartel
Except us.
that want them, and you can stick.
And if
Chelsea
you actually
in
talk to any City fan, will tell you they want Newcastle to succeed because it's essentially what they've done, and it's legal, perfectly legal, and you
Yeah.
know they it should be everybody should be allowed to do that, but everybody else don't think that way, unfortunately. So, but we'll get there. We'll get there. All right. So we got Tonali, Guimaraes, no issues. To be honest, we don't even have anybody to start of these guys.
No, that's what I said. No
and
pressure on them.
And Joe Linton.
Unless you move
Should
Joe
be good.
Linton to the left, but then you'd have to muck about with Barnes and.
Oh, he
Gordon.
is going to play on the left though.
I mean, the left wing.
Oh, left wing, nah, man.
He used to play there quite well, didn't he? But
Yeah.
there's no point. You've got Gordon and Barnes. You don't need to do that.
All right. So up front, you got Murphy, Gordon, Barnes in this particular lineup. We can obviously put Isak in here. We
Yeah.
need to do it.
Chris, can I say one thing? I do agree with DX when he says that Eddie may play Longstaff.
Yeah.
And I do also agree that if Longstaff was on his game, had it been a few years ago, Longstaff, we wouldn't be complaining as much as we are now. Longstaff's not on his game, but if Longstaff does perform to his capability, then albeit you'll be an asset to the team.
Yeah. All right. We got Murphy here. So Gordon should come on. I think it should be. I think Gordon should play on the right again.
You got to play Barnes. Barnes definitely you have to have him.
Big three up front.
So Gordon on the right, but I want it to stay that way, man. Not switch him after 20 minutes.
It's been the big one so far, hasn't it? Really.
Yeah. So all right. Well, that's our lineup: Nick Pope, Fabian Scher.
There's no doubt about it. You're right, DX.
Yeah, Barnes has been playing brilliantly, but the other two have been.
Our top scorer.
Gordon still hasn't been the worst player we've had, by the way.
No, he hasn't been
Isak's
the worst.
certainly been.
You kidding? You crazy, man? Isak playing better than Gordon.
No, Isak's been
Sure,
terrible.
No, but I'm not saying that Isak is playing great. I'm just saying that's how bad Gordon is playing.
He's not playing better than Gordon. Gordon,
Yeah,
I think
he is, no doubt.
Gordon was very petulant in the last game. He was sort of
Well, first of all, hold on, because we're gonna tomorrow is gonna come out for the people that haven't been able to watch it. Our starting lineup is a video. It is Pope, Fabian Scher, Byrne, Kelly, Livramento, Guimaraes, Joe Linton, Tonali, Gordon, Isak, and Barnes. So there you go.
Yeah.
With that being said,
Looks a good
Isak,
game.
the only position. See, you gotta know a little bit. You've been a long time. Mighty Win hasn't kicked the ball in 70 years, but the position that is when there's no good football being played, the only position or the one position that is always that underperforms first is the striker, because if the team is not feeding them the ball or feeding them as a striker, as a center forward, which you have been crying about, because I don't understand this part. I don't understand. He wants a center forward, old school, like like them, like Chris Wood type. That's what he wants.
Callum
So
Wilson, he said.
he wants us to. Those guys will not. Those guys will not go down. Those guys will not go down looking around trying to create their own, trying to feed themselves. They're not going to do that. Those
hold the
center
ball, right?
forwards get fed constantly. And
They
when the
can
team
hold
is
the
not
ball.
performing, the one position that suffers the most is the striker, because he's not getting the balls. Now you can say another conversation is he should help out in defense or whatever. That's another conversation. I could agree with you on that. However, you can't blame the guy. How many situations have we created for him to say, "Oh wow, he missed that one. Look at them. He should have scored there. He should have shot here." No, there isn't. No, there isn't. No, there isn't, man. No, come on, man. Stop lying. Stop lying just because you want to be right. It's not. Isak hasn't been fed properly. Hence why he's not performing.
He's been fed properly on at least half a dozen occasions this season when he's made an arse of taking the ball. He's done nothing. He hasn't done with it. I'm not saying he should score every time, but he hasn't done with the ball when he's been given it in very good situations what he was doing regularly last season.
No,
Very good. Define
think
very good. Because he's been crying. He's been crying for the DX. He's been crying for the ball. When we watch him live, he's like, "Come on, play the ball there, play the ball here, play the ball there." He's wanting the ball.
There are half a dozen occasions. You're right as well, Amric. That there are half a dozen occasions when he has said, "Give us the ball," and they haven't given him it when and where he wanted it. So you are right there as well.
Yeah.
But there've equally been occasions where he has received the ball, where last season when he was on fire, he would have done a lot more with the ball than he's done this season.
No, I just disagree.
Obviously,
and the proof is in the pudding. It's not.
Yeah.
You can't. Last season, we only played 5 games.
Hang on,
but last season we were creating a lot more.
Quiet man, the voice of reason, Gary. You've commented on every game this season. Can you think of occasions when Isak's been fed the ball this season and has done nothing with it?
I mean, you've only got to look at, everybody talks about stats. Both of you are right. The biggest problem I find with Isak is he doesn't win enough 50-50 balls. When you've got a bloke, when you get a bloke up there where that you want to hold the ball to release your midfield going forward, he's not that type of centre forward. He's not the shithousery type of centre forward that's going to get his back into the defence. I mean, my biggest critique of him this season is it's been too easy, far too easy for the opposition defence. He's great running onto the ball. He's great turning and having space to run onto the ball. But when he's got somebody that's up against his back, he's absolutely useless. And he offers no support to the rest of the team whatsoever. But like I say, there's got to be support. He's got one goal in 5 games, and you can say that he hasn't had many chances in a game to score. And the only goal he scored has actually been received across the park. So he's got an open goal. And that's where I got concerns. You've got one centre forward who's playing for City who scored 10 times in 5 games, and we've got one that scored once.
And Brent right here says, how does Haaland perform with the type of service Isak has received this year?
But the shithousery. That's why Haaland performs.
No. Oh, hold on. See, this the 2 different conversations though. Two different conversations. Him,
Because they're two
Isak,
totally different strikers.
Isak being the first defender, per se, that maybe 81s. You know, to when we don't have the ball, him go attack, him being intense, whatever. That's another conversation as to why he's not scoring goals. How many times have we fed them the ball, and how many times has he not scored
I said,
because of
I
his
agree with
ability
you.
to not score?
Against Tottenham, he didn't score.
But at the end of the day, he's the first defender and the first attacker.
Yeah, but
And when you feed him up the ball to release and get the chances, you've also got to be able to retain the ball. And when the ball's not being retained, every time we press to come and give and go for him to turn on the shoulder, which is what he loves to do, he's lost the ball. So sometimes you've got to think of the reasons why. Yes, he can get the ball delivered up to him, but if he's not going to make anything of it, why? If you look,
but you
90% of our game, he goes on the left-hand side.
Yeah, but he's
That's
your
where we're
striker.
scoring from.
He's your striker, man. You have to keep hitting the ball. It's not about, well, you don't score no more, so I'm not going to go through. You have to keep giving him the ball.
But you cannot put him up against Haaland because he's a totally different striker.
He's not
He'll be great.
He's not a target man.
Yeah, but
he's not going to hold the ball up.
He's still he's Newcastle striker. So Haaland is Man City striker. So how many goals would City have scored? How many goals would Haaland scored in this team right now of Newcastle? How many?
Man City's team.
3.
I'll tell you something now. Haaland would have scored a lot more than Haaland. Yeah, exactly.
I guarantee you, Isak would have scored a lot more goals than he has already with Man City because it's easy, man. It's easy. Yeah, yes. Well, you can't say that Haaland would have scored more goals than Isak.
He's not as clinical as Haaland, is he?
You have no. That is not fair. That's not fair, man. That's not fair.
Of course, he's not.
Isak has been scoring goals that people wouldn't even think of out of nowhere,
and
so you can't.
He's more of a rhythm player.
But what I'm saying to you is, don't forget, when he was bought as a left winger. He come into the side from Real Betis as a left winger. That's where he played for them, and that's where he looked absolutely amazing. And if you look at the way he plays for us, the way he takes players on down that left-hand side, he does it with ease. You play him as a solo.
Change him over. Put him on the left. Put him on the left. Put Ursula up front. Put a guy who's able to hold the ball up. Like we've got. I know that, but I'm saying like a bit. You know, Mitrovic, the type of players like Shearer used to hold the ball up, win free kicks, and that was the way to do it. You know,
Isak scored 21 goals last season, Haaland 27 in a team that creates a lot.
In how many games?
So, in the same amount of games, Premier League.
No, but he missed loads of games.
No, he was injured.
And Isak, so was Isak. What are you talking about?
Both
he played a lot
last season.
No, are you kidding me?
Yeah, were.
Isak was hurt.
Isak got hurt. He got hurt for about 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
We get into these same thing.
38 goals last season.
Mighty Win specifically doesn't
Premier
like
League.
Isak as a striker. Regardless, he's a striker. He doesn't like the type of striker he is. Regardless, he scores goals. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Stop being in the middle. Stop flip-flopping.
Oh, yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I think we should play with 2 strikers.
And he gives you the possibility. He gives you the possibility to where you can do that. However, it doesn't mean that he is not a striker or he can't perform as a striker. It doesn't mean that he's done it. He's done it for us. Literally done it.
He's not that good at holding the ball up, though, is he, Chris?
It's not the same as you saying Joe Linton. Joe Linton could definitely not be a striker.
Let's put it into context.
The only time we got in the Champions League was when we played half the season with a proper number 9. There you go.
Yeah, well, you're going on to what you think could have happened, and there's no evidence of that.
I'm going about what happened.
What happened was he had 21 goals in the Premier League season,
and then what didn't happen.
But where was Isak when we finished 4th in the Champions League? For the Champions League.
Well, that's the question.
He was missing for half the season. The same.
He missed a lot of games.
Yeah, he was.
It ain't fair,
but
man.
Who held the ball up? Who held the ball up then? It was Chris Wood.
It's
Callum
Wilson, man. Callum Wilson is irrelevant. Callum Wilson doesn't exist. He is just.
I agree with you.
Somebody. He doesn't exist. You can't count on somebody. I can't understand why people keep getting. Keep having
30 Premiership games last season. He played 22 the season before.
Okay, how many did Haaland play last season? Look it up.
Haaland was missing for
No, how many? Don't tell me what you think.
You
Tell
said
me
30.
on those stats that you're talking about. How many games did Haaland play in the Premier League, and how many did Isak play?
About 30. I think they both played about 30. About the
Checking.
same.
I'm checking.
On a team that creates a lot more than Newcastle.
But
He
got
has
a few more
27.
goals.
Come on, it's
27.
just not fair. It's not fair, man.
Well,
It's not fair to Isak. And look,
Oh man, you're Chris, man. You're obsessed with the guy.
no, I'm not upset. I'm not obsessed with criticizing somebody that doesn't deserve criticism. For what?
yeah, but
We
you
have
to
not
criticize him when
created.
he's not performing, don't you? Like with any player, you have to be.
No, he hasn't been performing well. I'm with you on that. But he to me, Gordon is playing worse. Gordon on either side. And nobody talks about him. Nobody says he, you know what?
Who talked about
played,
him?
He played
Everybody's
30
talked about it.
31.
31 to 30.
It's about the same.
So it's the damn same on a team that creates a lot more like Man City compared to Newcastle. It's uncomparable, man. You can't compare that. Cole Palmer also got, by the way, 22 goals last season.
But
I don't know
okay,
how far he is.
internationally,
From midfield.
But you look at their international records.
Yeah.
No one's
Well, no. It's
disputing,
this is all
Chris.
Premier League.
No,
This is just
that's
Premier League.
Premier
I think Haaland's a better goal scorer. I think Isak's a more skillful player. That's the difference.
So Haaland's a poacher, isn't he? So you know, there's
Holland
two
has got
different.
one
But
skill.
see, but we never talk about this because we always like to say what happened in Newcastle. He's been a striker for Dortmund. He was a striker for Real Sociedad. Where is this left wing coming from? You know, he can't do it because it's his ability. If you put him on the wing, he can probably perform. We've seen him because he's quick, he's agile, but that's not where he plays. That's not where. Now for Sweden, people like to say he plays as a 10. He plays right there with the center forwards that they choose to play. It's not like he's being this creator.
That's what you can see on the screen, Chris.
Yeah.
When you watch him in the game, he falls in the pocket of space. The same as all good players.
You know what a 10
do.
is, right? You know what a 10 is.
Well, I think I do,
A 10
yeah.
is a creator, man, not a striker. So
Okay.
just because
That's
you
what you
play
think
there,
you tell
just
me. No,
because
no,
you
no.
play
That's
there
what you
doesn't
think
mean that's
you
what it
tell me.
is.
That's
A
correct.
number 10 is a
When we-
creator.
When we
Hazard
bought
is a
when
Go
we
on.
bought him, he played 32 matches for Real Sociedad. This is in La Liga, 32 games in La
Bloody
Liga,
arguing for. It's ridiculous.
and he scored 6 goals because he was playing on the wing. He wasn't
Well,
playing.
to be fair to Chris, Isak is Sweden's number 9, and Isak did
Yeah.
score a brace.
He's
when he
Isak's a
was
quality.
playing
Look,
for-
Isak's a
He's a
quality.
great
player.
player.
We all agree
Yeah.
with that.
Saying he's not,
Like,
that's what I
he's
said.
an
I don't even know what
absolutely
you're
brilliant
arguing over.
player.
no.
He's
Yeah,
an
I
absolute
said
winner.
it's not.
Nobody
Because
arguing about that.
Everybody's
He's
saying that he's not
forward.
that he's the worst player for
Yeah,
Newcastle.
nobody said he
Right.
was.
It's unfair.
No.
Nobody said that, Chris. You said that.
No,
No, you just said that.
I didn't say that.
You just said
You
just said it.
You're the only
you
one
tell.
that
Hold
said
on, Gary. You tell everybody you're a manager all the time. Well, okay.
No, I
So
don't.
you're
I
gonna
don't.
tell. You,
I don't tell them.
were you not a coach?
Like I said, I've got history
So,
in football.
okay.
What I'm saying to you
So-
is, I see a game totally different to what you say. Like I do, and I give my opinion, and that's it. Like I'm saying, I see a different player in Isak than you do. Like
So,
you see different.
but my
players
point is,
than I do.
my point is. Let me finish my point.
Doesn't make you
You,
right. It
so
doesn't make me right. It's your
you're a
opinion.
coach. So you're a coach. You should
Yeah.
know that a striker will suffer the most if the team is not playing well.
What have I just
Correct?
said to you? You're both correct
right.
because they
So-
both play totally different things. When you isolate a player, the chances of him getting anything from the game is 0. What I'm saying to you is, what he could do better for the team is actually come in, get himself involved. What he doesn't do is he doesn't do any shithousery. It's too easy. For
But
the
that's
defenders.
not striker work. That's somebody.
Listen,
That's something you can ask him to do. Or
and that's
it
what
could
I'm
be
saying.
an obligation, but it's not
No,
something that
So I've given you my opinion,
But the fact
From
that he
what I've
isn't doing
seen-
it,
and if you agree with that, then fine. And if you don't, that's also fine. You asked
Yes.
me a question and I've answered it. Full stop.
Exactly,
Carry
but
on.
that doesn't mean that he's not performing as a striker because he's not doing shithousery.
no.
He
You're
scored
saying
one goal
he's
in
not
5
get-
games
You're
because he's
saying-
not
How
getting the
many
support.
times have we
He's
fed
not
him the
getting
ball
the
to
support.
score? Somebody's
He's
got
not
to have
getting
the stat.
support.
How many
He's not
times
getting
did
the support.
they create
But what
the
I'm
ball?
saying to
Exactly.
you is, he doesn't support himself when he tries to hold the ball up. Because if you hold the ball up and bring other players in, the chances get better. You create more. When they come straight back in defence, you don't create enough. I mean, that's what I'm saying. We're all arguing over our own team. It doesn't make any sense. We know he's a great player. and he's
Yeah,
played across the front three in all of his teams. He plays in a 10 role for Sweden. Sometimes he'll play up front. Sometimes depends on what the manager asks of him, and that's what you're all not seeing. If Eddie Howe asked him to do a specific job, then that's what he does, and that's what I'm saying. We aren't the bloody managers. We only can critique what we see, and that's all I've done. So don't come here with this crap.
You're going on left field. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I'm not doing it in left field, mate. It's just bullshit.
Obviously we're talking about Isak being one of the least performing players for Newcastle.
Yeah.
Why?
And you're all great. So hang on.
Tell me why Isak is the least performing player in Newcastle.
Nobody said that.
Right. You
guys, all of you have said that Gordon is playing better than Isak. Why?
Correct.
Didn't say he's the least.
I haven't said that.
What?
Because Isak's not getting fed. He's not getting fed the ball.
So he can't be at fault because the team is not performing well.
No. He can't be getting fed because we haven't got the ball, and we haven't got the ball because he's lost it.
Well, you know what? I don't know about that win. Like literally, I think at the end of the day, right? Isak isn't going to hold the ball up as well. He's not going to hold the ball up as well as the likes of Haaland. He's not going to hold. That's not his game. His game is to come in on the inside and cut through and break on the breakaway. Yeah.
Isak is a different striker than other strikers. But you can't criticize him on his playing style because the team is not performing well. Because when it starts performing, he will score.
Yeah, of course.
But the team is shite. We're playing like shit, man. All of us. The midfield, they're supposed to be creating football for the strikers. For the wingers are supposed to be doing something. Nobody's doing nothing. A single thing. Everybody's not playing good. Not a single player. Not even Pope.
We agree with all that. So what's your point?
You're absolutely right. But at the end of the day, right, he started scoring more goals.
But you're trying to make Isak exempt from all of this.
I didn't say that. I said he's not performing, but you say he's playing worse than Gordon. Why? Because the excuse I've been given is because he doesn't do the shithousery stuff. That's not part of
No, that's not the excuse you're being given. I was the first one to say it. Gordon's been performing better than Isak, right? And Gordon has been performing better than Isak because the chances and the assists that Gordon's had already this season are better than what Isak's done with the chances that he's had.
What assists? Tell me what assists has Gordon have right now? What assists? With a plural, with an S at the end, you've put. Tell me the assists that Gordon has had. I'll let you think.
Well, let's have a look at them.
Yeah, let's have. Why don't we do that? The best player is Harvey Barnes because he's created his own play from start to finish.
I still think Pope. I'm still behind Pope. I know he made a mistake.
No,
last time,
I'm behind Pope as well, but he didn't perform last game.
Great saves this season. There are too many players like Bruno. We're not mentioning Bruno, but Bruno's form has been falling off a cliff. Since
horrible. Nobody talks about Joe Linton either. Joe Linton, horrible. Everybody's playing horrible. And why? Why is everybody playing this bad?
If we put it in
Bruno's shoulders, I don't know.
Sorry, DX.
Struggling with that.
It's
a lot of responsibility.
We got Ginger Hoskins. There is a witch hunt on this channel for Isak. Mighty Win has not liked him since he came in. Well, that's not necessary. Look, we got different opinions, but it is what it is. It's just a debate show. So don't take it as if there's. No, he doesn't.
Well, yeah, hang on. I disagree with that because the first season when Isak came in, Mighty Win was singing his name, and we had a little bet, didn't we? But we can't talk about what the bet was about. That
wouldn't surprise me.
I won the bet.
That wouldn't surprise me because Mighty Win flip flops. He flip flops all the time, so that wouldn't surprise me anyway.
Look, put it this way, right? Can I say something, Chris? One little thing, right? If you compare it to a BMW, right? The BMW is not going to be its max 0 to 60 without the turbos, yeah. And the turbos for Isak is the midfield, the feeding. Are you going to put the food out for him to bang the ball in the back of the net? And at the minute, we're not putting the food out for him to bang the ball in the back of the net. We're not going 0 to 60 like we should be, and that needs to change. That's what needs to change. He comes back into the game that way, whereas the likes of other strikers will go deeper. They'll get the ball. They'll win free kicks. Isak's not that type of player, unfortunately. But that's my opinion on it.
You know,
at the minute.
say this is the thing. You say unfortunately. And maybe that's because you like a different striker. I respect the mighty win, not liking a different striker for the team. However, it doesn't mean that what he's doing the end result for a striker, no matter if he scores the goals with his head, with his feet, dribbling, whatever, is scoring. And Isak is doing that. Isak is doing it. And any striker, Haaland included, if the team is not performing, they're not going to score. They're not going to score. You know who gets to score so many games in these types of bad performances? Is somebody like Harvey Barnes. Somebody like Messi. Somebody like Neymar. And I'm not putting them on the same level. But somebody
Messi,
like
Harvey
that.
Barnes.
A clear example. Somebody that can do whatever the hell they want. And that's what Harvey Barnes is. Gary, you got something there to show us.
Our biggest problem is we've got nobody progressing the ball from midfield. That's where we fell down a lot of the time. So if you have a look at what's on the screen there now, and you can see quite clearly, Isak, he's played the most minutes, well, apart from Anthony Gordon. His conversion rates, he's scored 1 goal off 11 shots. Now compare him to Harvey Barnes, who's had less minutes. He's had 10 shots, but his conversion rate is a lot higher. And that's all I'm saying. He's had more shots than Barnes, but only scored 1 goal compared to Barnes' 3, and that's what I'm saying. If you say to me that that's okay, then that's fine. That's up to you. And I've given you the facts in front of you now.
What the Barnes has a
no, but Barnes has had less shots, less minutes, and his conversion rate
because
playing from the left hand side.
There's another one. There's another one for you. I've just said you done one.
Before, but of course, you have to create and make something happen yourself. When the team, and I say team, because what we haven't got with only Willock out of our midfield 3 has progressed the ball more since he's played. Apart from Tonali, nobody else in that mid 3 has ever got the ball going forward. And it's only when you start pulling players out of position, like when we've changed the system against Fulham for a short term, when Gordon went in as number 10, it opened up a totally different avenue.
Funny enough, the striker that Mighty Win wants for the team, Callum Wilson, would never create a single play for the team. Like what you're asking that Isak could, and I agree. I think that Isak. But hold on, I think that Isak. Hold on. I think that Isak could do that because that's his type of. He can do it because of his game. His game is like that. He can create plays for everybody else, including himself. However, the center forward, the Callum Wilson, and all these guys, the Chris Wood that he wants back in the club, will not do that. These center forwards that are just a number 9, a trunk, a tree in the middle, will never do that. So there's an inconsistency there. I think that Isak, like you said, could help out. And if Eddie is asking him, that's what we do here in this team, we help out, then he needs to do that, of course. But just looking at it as a scoring machine, Isak will score goals. Unfortunately, right now, we're not correct.
It's just not happening now. And
Exactly.
that's what I'm saying. When we need him, it's not happening at the minute. And that's why I said, that's why we relied on other players. But he could do better up front.
All right, what are you trying to show there, Mighty Win? Is zoomed out,
Make it bigger.
And there's this.
How many times I told you stop sharing WhatsApp, man?
Mighty, make it bigger.
Exactly. Stop sharing WhatsApp. Literally.
That's what she said.
Where's the website? Just pull up the website, man. Just tell us what it is. Man,
the website is Stat News, which is just all.
Man, I don't want to see your face, man. You're about to show something that is not appropriate, man. I told you, stop sharing WhatsApp. We don't share WhatsApp chats here. So, what are you doing, man?
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Something.
I can't see a damn thing here, but
yeah, I can see it now.
There you go. That's this season.
How many assists
12
does he
key
have?
passes, 1 big chance created.
One,
So
big,
one assist.
oh, and you
12 big
want
chances.
to, and this is what you're
12
showing off, man. Mighty Wayne.
Whoa, hang on. He's got
You're showing.
12.
This is what you're
Let
showing
him-
off.
Let him
Key
show, let him
passes.
show it.
One assist.
Come on, Chris.
You're showing off.
Don't edit the guy.
Okay, put. Jesus Christ.
Just have a look at the rest.
Just tell me. I can't see
He's
nothing.
got 12 key passes with
12 key passes.
You got a delay, man. Your computer's acting up. There you go. 12 key passes.
12 key passes, 1 big chance. That was his assist.
Okay.
Harvey Barnes, 5 key passes, 2 assists. Willett,
Right.
5 and 1.
5 and 1.
Hall, 4 and 1. Isak,
Okay.
3 and 1. Murphy, 2 and 1.
Yeah. Out of all those guys,
So,
Isak's job is not to assist.
Joey Linton, 3 and none. Murphy, 2 and 1. So
Isak's
what I'm
job is
saying
to
is he's
feed
been the
on the
most productive
assists.
player we've got.
Most productive.
Come on, man. This is a joke, man.
There's
had the most
nobody
key
doing
passes.
anything, but at least he's doing more than most.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, look, we got to get to the player by player because we'll never finish. But that's a good debate, and guess what? This debate will come up on the channel at some point.
I think Mighty Win just staged that one, actually.
Mighty Win, stop sharing your WhatsApp, man. Seriously.
He just slightly won that one.
All right. So look, we gotta do this. That some people, we're gonna get to prediction at the end. We gotta move quickly though. We got the player by player. So this is interesting. We've usually been playing teams that you can say are not as good. I don't know at this point anymore, but and this team is obviously one of the tough ones, Man City. So, and we're gonna get to the comments as well. So we gotta move forward. We gotta move quickly. And people in the chat as well, please let us know who you will vote for, who you will who you would pick, rather keep, I guess. Welcome, Silence is lovely, by the way. First time I'm seeing you on the channel. Welcome, Ginger Hoskin. I think I've seen you before, but, maybe not seen you in a while. So thank you. Harpo Calsey, as well, haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for being on the show. Let's go with this one. We got the goalkeepers, Pope and Ederson. Which one would you prefer? They're both about the same age, though.
That'll be Nick Pope for me.
Nick!
Shut up.
It's
Oh,
Edison.
no objectivity. That's what. This game is no fun.
Yeah,
Doesn't that
I
even
love it, man.
debate?
It's got to be Edison, hasn't it? Really, don't you think?
No, well,
Edison,
vote.
yeah.
No, we're not going to debate on every player. Just choose, man.
Okay.
Who do you think?
Oh, Edison.
Edison. Mighty Wayne. I'm assuming you go Pope. Okay.
Edison.
Gary, what do you think?
Edison.
Yeah.
Edison. Edison.
Omri? Yeah, no question.
Edison.
It's got to be Ederson on this one. All right. So the next one we got here is, well, for them. Let's go for them. Because we're going by the lineup that Martin gave us as well. So, let's go. Manuel Akanji. Ooh, Manuel Akanji is going to be difficult.
Good player.
And then Fabian. Come on, man.
Let's CH.
Fabian. Well, it's got a little something on the top of his name. Yeah. He's got the dirty mustache on SofaScore. All right. Akanji or, my goodness, look at Akanji, man.
A heat map.
Goodness gracious. He's all over the place.
You got to go with.
Is that the only position that he plays? Akanji. Or could he play in the midfield?
He can play fullback.
He's
He
been
can play
playing
fullback.
left back when Nathan Aké's not playing.
All right, and they're both Sweden. Look at Switzerland. Well, Char's not playing there for them no more. But all right. So who do we go with, Gary?
Ooh, toughie.
Akanji.
I would probably go Ake. What's his name?
Akanji.
Akanji.
Manuel Akanji.
Nathan Ake is the other guy, isn't he? Yeah.
All right, so he goes for
He'd be the left.
The other
back,
one's
I
gone.
assume.
He goes for Akanji. And Ginger says Akanji can play all across the back. So there you go.
On the basis that we're not going to get hardly any Newcastle players in the 11.
Hey man, you don't know.
I'll go for Fabian.
See, no objective. He just sentimentality, man. Don't get you nowhere. All right. So, well, Amri,
I'm going to go for Fabian because of his goal threat. And he scores some amazing goals for us. Some really
Can he
important
gets
goals
one
for
or
us as
two in a
well.
row?
So I know Akanji gets one or two, but Fabian's got a shot like a striker. So for that one reason and the
Well,
fact that not many's going on, I'm going to go for Fabs.
don't jinx him because last time he missed a sitter, man. And talking
I
about
know, but come
but
on, man,
see,
you can't
if
blame him.
exactly if I apply the mighty win rule, I'll be blaming Shah for not being a good scorer. You see, but I can't judge him on
you
that.
can't
If
blame
he's a
him.
defender.
You can't blame
All
him.
right, so this is gonna be an easy walk in the park.
Kanji, you're going with the
Hey
Kanji.
Foxy, I'm not appreciating your easiness to just say, "Oh, Akanji, clear." Come on, man. You're a Newcastle fan. Be a little soft. We got Burn. This is gonna be tough right here, man. And
Whoever the other one is.
my man
John
said
Stones.
Will be John
Diaz.
Stones, I
No,
would
no.
think.
Well,
Stones.
I don't know why he didn't put Stones. To be honest, Martin said Diaz.
No,
Ruben
I'll go
Diaz,
Diaz.
All right.
Well,
Okay.
either way though. Gary,
Diaz.
look at the heat map, man. Diaz goes forward so much. Look at that.
They all do.
Yeah, that's right. But look at Burn though. He stays in the back. But that's why I say Burn is the best defender in the history of football
He's Joe.
because he just sits in the back. He don't give a damn, man. He sits in the back. He'll hang from the 3 posts, defend. Nah, not always going to work out, but
He still had 3 chances that he should have put away this season already.
yeah. Well,
It's
I
like
think
headers.
every DX. Everybody's saying Diaz, man.
Diaz.
Yeah, Diaz.
Mighty win.
Yeah.
Who? So you go see? No, I'd hate to be your friend, man. This dude, he chooses Shar on the other end. He doesn't even care for Shar. And right now, Burn, the one
What do you
dude,
mean I don't
the-
care for Cher?
the
Where does
one,
this
hold
come
on,
from?
the one dude that you've been ass kissing since I've met you, and you're not going to pick Burn. My God, man, that's just unbelievable. But anyways, that's it. All right. So who do we got? We got on the left. We put Kelly, Lloyd Kelly, and then they have.
Nathan Ake?
They got Vardio.
Oof.
Bloody
Yeah.
hell,
Come on.
man.
Well, that could be interesting.
Well, I'll go for Lewis Hall, if that's all right.
Let me see the heat map though. Vardio is unbelievable. Well,
So
you know what? Just for looking at the heat map, let's put what Hall is got against, because Hall when he comes on, man. Well, it's still not.
Well,
as
no,
good,
it's
though.
better. It's better, isn't it?
It's better, but it's not as good.
He's getting up to the halfway.
All right. Well, we didn't put Hall though. We put Kelly. So, what do we got? Who do we vote for?
Gary.
Why do you all
Garrett.
every day?
Vardiel.
Yeah, there's no comp.
Damn,
There's
this is
no
not even
comp.
going to be. We shouldn't even.
Guardiola. I'll go
we
for
shouldn't
They
even
wouldn't have
type
won the
them.
Premier League 4 times on the bench without
We're-
having quality players.
Right now we're 4-0, man. This is
No,
it's
we're not.
over. It's over quickly. Well, 4-1. Well, not even 4-0. Nobody.
5-0, isn't it?
No, no,
5-0,
Cher,
5.
Cher.
You voted for Sharon. Nobody else did.
Yeah, you're the
Nobody
only
else
one.
Yeah. Amra did.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I've got 2 votes.
I said
Yeah, well,
just because I know that there's not going to be
well,
anybody
he's-
else that's
well,
going
let
to
me
be
tell
Well,
you,
that's
there.
exactly why I
break-
voted for him as
break-
well.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
breaking
saying it like
news. Breaking news. He still lost. So.
yeah,
it doesn't
3-2,
matter.
3-2, 3-2.
All right. Right side, we got Lewis. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, we might win this one. Rico Lewis. Oh no, what the hell? He goes over here. Lewis,
What, left side of...
and then we got who do we put? We put Oh no, fucking hell, we put Livermento, didn't we? Because I made
We
that
put
decision
Jojo
too.
in there, didn't we?
I chose that was my vote because I think if you put Trippier, then maybe on experience.
No, I'll
right,
go with
sorry.
Memento out of those 2.
All right, Garrett,
Lewis.
DX.
Livermento.
Hey, but see, Fox is saying Rico Clear. I don't know, man. I
He's
don't
a
know.
fantastic player, so I'm going to put him in.
And let me tell you
Lewis.
something. It'll be a lot easier to play on a team that goes forward all the time and don't have to worry about a damn thing.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's
Don't have to
also
defend very often.
exactly. And even if you lose the ball, somebody's gonna. You know how many midfielders they got, man? A million midfielders right there in the middle. But look at the map, though. Yeah, Lewis cuts inside a lot, or a little bit. Okay. Well, anybody voting for Livermento? Mighty win.
I'd vote for
think-
Liverpool.
DX did? No, not me. I'm Lewis.
I threw him in. I threw him a bone.
So come
You
on.
can't. I can't. I'm sorry. It's gonna have to be Lewis
No,
for me
right.
as well.
Emmerich, come on.
I know, man. DX. I wanted to, man, but he's a phenomenal footballer.
He's a
This
very
how quick. I'm already moving on before you guys give your vote. So come on, already, man. He already got it.
Emmerich had enough with Newcastle.
No, we've got a half a chance.
All right, so let's go to the.
Yeah,
Why do I keep
let's
putting him
go
on
to
this side? Damn
midfield.
it. Who do we got there? We got Bruno. So Bruno Guimaraes. Well, they're playing a different formation too, so keep that in mind. Mateo Kovacic playing more of a DM. Well, at some point, a lot of times Bruno is having to do that role anyway. But this is, you know what? I want to say Bruno, man.
Well,
Because I think
on current form, you would say Kovacic all day long.
Yep. Current form,
Or
But let's go with the
potential.
player.
potential. Yeah, that's what we're going with. Potential.
What we know he can do.
Okay, we'll
Yeah,
go with
yeah,
Bruno.
yeah.
But look at that. Look at that, though. Look where Kovacic's heat map is all season or up
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
and he's gonna be playing DM. And if he's true to
No,
himself,
that is him playing DM.
He is. That's it.
Well,
That's
that
how
means
far up the field they go.
that means yeah. That ain't
Yeah, they
good.
push
Damn
it so
mad.
far back.
Well, no, but Rodri's been playing though.
Yeah, and that's what I said. He's had more of the free ride, but when Rodri didn't play, Kovacic's come on and he also scores a lot of goals.
Well, they
Well,
play
well,
the play with the three of them, don't they? Stones, Kovacic, and Rodri, and they just play perm 2 from 3.
Yeah. All right. So, anybody's gonna vote for Bruno, or what's going on?
Yeah, I'm going to vote for Bruno
Kovacic
just
for
so
me.
we can get 1 or 2.
Okay.
in.
I'll vote for Bruno.
I'm gonna shout out Bruno.
Oh,
Bruno's
see, we
effing
got
magic.
it. We got it,
He's
man. We
he's
got
magic.
one. Oh, we got one. Oh, it's 6-1, baby. We're gonna make a comeback. 6-1. There we go. Okay, next. So we got here. We can put Tonali if he plays. If he doesn't play, man. But this is different, man, because they play with a lot of midfielders. But we can actually put Silva. Man, that ain't gonna be good.
Tonali.
Oh, now that is a shocker right there, man.
Silva's at his days now, to be fair. But he is a good player, but I'd still have Tonali.
Fantastic player.
But that's the heat map's not fair though because Tonali he hasn't been playing.
Yeah,
No.
But
And he does play out on the side.
I'm going to say Tonali as well
there you
because
go.
the same reasons that them. But Bernardo Silva is very good, man. He still got that shot though. You gotta be,
That's Foxy. Unlucky Tonali. Silva wins comfortably.
man, Foxy, man. Damn. Ginger says hard beat,
Not from
says
this season.
Tonali, but Silva is world class. So Silva. All right, so I'm Mighty Win. DX, come on, man, we gotta move.
Yeah,
Silva
Tonali.
is
I'm gonna go with the
Silva's a world class player, right? But on FC 25, not as good as he should be. Tonali's a lot better.
What the
So
hell?
I'm saying Tonali. No, they're
Alright.
quite
I'll
closely
give it
matched in my opinion right now.
A few
No,
years ago, definitely.
Yeah.
So
Years
who-
ago, different story.
So DX, you said who?
I said a draw. A draw.
No, man, that's none.
They are
You
very
gotta pick
closely
one.
matched.
You gotta pick one.
Tonali then. Tonali. There you go.
Okay, then I mean 6-2, baby. No wait, yeah, because Gary said tonight. So all right, 6-2. We're on the board, baby. We got it. We're coming. Who we got? Joe Linton.
Joe Ellington, as some people call him.
Joe Ellington. Well, that would be in Spanish or Portuguese.
Yeah.
And then
Foden.
you got Foden. Yep. Well, man, that ain't fair.
Can
Well,
only
Foden
be-
we put. Well, you can't
That'd
put him
be
against
hard to
Grealish
say,
because
isn't
Grealish is gonna be.
Pretty sure I'm playing.
Joey
Look at
Linton.
look at Joe Linton map though.
Well, that's because Foden's never played.
Never played. He's played.
He's
But
had one
not
game,
played,
I think, this season.
He's been
he
injured.
comes on. Hey, you know what, man?
J7 on his Southampton form.
Okay. Well, if we play on a Southampton form, we're gonna lose.
Foden for me all day.
Or Gundogan, I don't know. Who would play? I'd say Foden then.
No, but no, because we got Martin. He's a. We go about what the opposition fans tell us.
Right, okay. Yeah,
Gundogan's been coming on as sub mainly, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay.
I think we're all going for Foden apart from Mighty Derek.
Well, Foden's my favourite English footballer.
More than Bellingham. I thought you liked Bellingham.
No.
No.
Okay, so everybody says Foden. Foden goes then. Unfortunately, Joe Linton can't make the cut.
I'm sorry, but how many hat tricks has Joe Linton had for us? Think about it that way.
Nobody's had a hat trick under Eddie. How could you get
He once got
whipped
2
off?
goals.
So we got to go Harvey Barnes and Grealish. And I'm going to tell you something.
Grealish.
Yeah,
I know who you're picking, Chris.
Because no doubt. Well,
Who's
listen, man,
Grealish
we
in
can't. We got to go by what a fan that watches them 24/7.
I know, but who's
So-
missing then? There must have someone missing. Grealish is starting.
Doku.
Well, yeah,
Jeremy Doku.
He took Doku.
Oscar Bob's injured.
No, he
No,
took
he
Doku
said
out.
Grealish over Doku, didn't he?
Yeah, Doku. Yeah, he took Doku out. So, but Harvey Barnes, Grealish. I'm gonna go Grealish Barnes all day.
Go on, I'll go with your love child as well.
No doubt, man. I mean, Grealish been playing good though, but not like he hasn't been as important to that team as
100
Barnes has.
Harvey Barnes. 100 Harvey Barnes.
Yeah, DX Gary.
Yeah, Harvey Barnes.
Well, yeah, I think it has to be Harvey Barnes out of those two. But then now I feel like we're stacking the team with too many of our players. But that's fine. Harvey Barnes.
Well, we're not doing it on purpose. I mean, I think that Harvey Barnes is more important to Newcastle than Grealish is to City.
Okay, well, let's go with Harvey Barnes then.
Okay,
Agree. Because Grealish was out and Doku played perfectly fine.
And now,
really
we're gonna go.
If it was Doku or Barnes, that'd be a harder choice, I think.
If that was Doku, that would be
tough.
Yeah. But we might be Doku too. Who knows? Savinho or Gordon. Now it might be Gordon, man. On a good day.
I didn't know about Savinho.
Gordon for me.
On a good day, it would be Gordon. Look at this. This is unbelievable. His heat map for Gordon has a really red spot on the corner. On the corner spot here. He's been doing the corner kicks. But does that count?
Savinho.
That's
crazy. So what do you guys think? Savinho or Gordon on the right?
Gordon.
Savinho. He's utter class.
I don't know enough about Savinho to really judge it.
He's class.
Well, it looks like
wish we had
Savinho
him.
gonna get that one.
Well, if I go with Gordon, that means you, Chris, you decide who.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, this is going to be an interesting one.
Well, no, this is obviously Haaland is going to win this one.
Well, you're going to go for Isak, though, aren't you?
No. I'll go for Haaland because I think. Well, let me tell you something. I'm going to go for Isak.
Hang on. Was it not 2-2 for Gordon and Savinho, Chris?
Well,
who did you go for?
I'm actually going to go with Haaland. How do you spell Haaland?
H-A-A. That's it.
Okay, now I'm going to go with Haaland because of the proof is in the pudding. However, I'm just going to say this and let you guys go.
What a flip-flop.
If Isak was on City, he'd be scoring goals left and right. That's just my simple opinion. But, I mean, Haaland is obviously proving it.
Flippity-flop.
No, I say Haaland.
Gary,
you
were going for
Haaland.
You're going for Isak, though. You've really...
No, I say Haaland.
You've let yourself down.
Everybody say Haaland? All right.
Haaland,
well,
yeah.
we were trying to make a comeback. Those dirty flip-flops, man. That's you, man. No, I just explained my answer, man. But there you go. All right. Oh, actually, no, we got to do predictions quickly and swiftly.
So what was that? 8-3.
Okay, so people, please.
Yeah.
We need predictions. Well, we need to hide this thing, man.
Who's top?
No, just leave it. Just leave it.
No, we just hide it. I know how to hide it, man. What's wrong with you? And you need to change this one of stuff. Oh my god, this dude, man. Anyways,
just put the scores in. I'll put them over.
These old rules, like, are you in edit? Man, that don't matter, man. Okay, so we got Niall Powell 3-1. We got Ian Fleming 3-0. We got Gary 3-0. Gary, we're good?
Yeah.
3-0. All right. We got Queen of Heart 2-1. We got I'm saying 2-2. George Eaton, I need your predictions ASAP. If you see him in the morning, let him know.
Georgie boy.
Beer Viking, we don't have your predictions, man. If you want to
Yeah, Beer
participate,
Viking.
you can do that. Link is in the description. If you want to participate in this prediction, you have to give your £5 initial fee. It gets added on the pot. The winner wins over $100.
Yeah,
And then
Viking, he's in.
so- where is he?
He's paid. Because he paid.
Beer Viking's prediction, man. Beer Viking's
Oh, well,
prediction.
Yeah, we'll get that.
So Beer Viking is not on the chat. Oh wow, that's surprising. Elias Tobias says 2-2. Helzazar says 2-1 Newcastle. So make sure if you want to change it.
Lad.
Jordy Tim for Life 1-1. Harry Austin 2-1 Newcastle.
Scroll down.
Ben says 2-0 City. Key 88 3-1 City. Amrit says 3-2 Newcastle.
Wait, get in, Amrit, lad.
Newcastle, DX says 2-1 City. AG says 3-2 The Tune. Jamie 2-2. Mighty Mag 3-2 Man City. We don't know anything from Josh. Don't know anything from Steve. Rock the Tune. We don't know anything from Alfer. Ronald Turnbull.
Ulfa's 2-2.
Okay, Ronald Turnbull. We need your predictions as well, mate.
Well, how far down this table is Derek?
Ronald gave us his yesterday, I think.
I don't know how. Ronald,
Good point,
3-1.
DX.
So Ronald says
yeah.
3-1 City.
Ronald's in there, 3-1.
All right, 3-1 City. Steve McCullough says 3-1 City. Mighty Twat, what's your prediction?
No, this is going to shock you all.
2-2.
0-0.
Ah,
Oh.
That's why you don't trust him with anything in your life.
like it. Tactical prediction from the man.
Paul,
I'll take that now.
Paul
The man-
Sharkey, look, Paul Sharkey Clark says 6-0 City.
There you
Oh
go.
man, that is
Troy.
unreal. That is tough.
Big boy.
Marky and
He's been
UFC, we need your prediction. RG Fox says 1-1 draw. Roy says 4-1 City. Andy Bell 4-2 City. Brian Scott looks like he abandoned us. So, but regardless, you can participate if you're a member. Give your predictions. Foxy. Trolls in the morning as well. Get trolls, don't forget. And Jonathan Shaw says 3-2
3-2.
City. 3-2 City. Right now, the pot is looking like this: 165 total price. First place gets 100. Second place gets 40. Third place gets 20. Fourth place gets £5. And fifth, sixth, and seventh get a prize. So if you want to participate, the link is pinned in the description of the channel. Literally the description. The pin is right there. It takes you to the website. You sign up, but also you have to be a member of the channel. So become a member now and also participate. £5 fee for the whole season, and you should be alright. Anyways, so let's go with some comments. Ginger, Chris, we lost 3-1 to City. No warm up cup game. So we are in it for it. City will destroy us. But remember, last game for the league at home, we started winning. We didn't manage it well. I mean, obviously when Bob and what's his name?
Well, as soon as De Bruyne came on, didn't
De
he?
Bruyne came on, they turned it over. But I mean, I think we were 2-1, weren't we? They scored. We scored. We equalized, and then we got on top, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
So we can do it. We just didn't manage it well. But let's go with some comments here and there real quick. Craig Lee. I don't want to see Isak and Barnes in the same team. Neither offers much work for the team out of possession, and we need all hands on the pump. So there you go. And I agree, man. If Eddie's telling them that's what we need to do, and they don't do it, well, I mean, but then he's not going to put him. He's not going to take him off the team, though. Kim Cam, we won all games at home with Tonali as a starter. Some games with big margins, says right there. Alessandro Minetti, 4-2-3-1, my favorite lineup. Give me Kelly, Byrne, Shard, Trippier at the back. Give me Hull, Tino as my two in front of the back four. I think is a wait. So, So like
Isak, Bruno, Tonali across the front and the Sula up top. Well, there you go.
Wow, Alessandro, what a
I
lineup
don't
right
think he's
there.
ready yet. Let's see
You
that.
that has zero chance of happening, but there you go, mate. Tobias
Very
Matson, welcome to the channel. Tobias says Kelly Trippier for experience and physicality. Foxy says Eddie has played Tonali, Bruno, and Joe Linton together. Do we not remember away versus Brighton last season? It was pretty horrendous.
Well, everybody was horrendous that day.
Rano, I think the PIF boss in tune again. Yeah, he's coming. Don't
He's
know
here?
if it's well, he's here. He's here for the Man City game for sure. Jordy Dan says, I always love wins radical optimism. What we reckon? 4-0 the tune? Why not?
Nil-nil.
Herbal says, hey, we all use oil. All this hate towards how certain owners made their money is mad. We get it, Herbal. Yeah. That's unbelievable. I agree. I don't understand. People make their money how they make their money. As long as it's legal, who cares?
Class us as sports watching, don't they?
Yeah, they say that, but I don't think it is. I mean, what's the sports watch? Anybody would be sports watching. Look at the Gronkies. They invested in Arsenal when they own half of American teams. That's what are they doing? It's trying to invest in in popular sports, in popular teams. Wouldn't that be a bit of I don't know. I mean, you can use that excuse, and I'm not saying you're saying that. Obviously, you're not. But let people buy the club unless they're doing it. You know what? Newcastle United fans, your season tickets will be revoked if you don't follow these rules right here. That is sports watching, and it's not happening. It's not happening. It will never happen. So, Steven NUFC, I agree with the old man. Isak is not a striker. He plays better on the left. There you go. Colton, Gordon can have, Garden leave till he goes to Liverpool. If he wants to piss off the fans, he can throw a strap too.
What does that mean?
I don't know,
He
but
just needs his contract sorted. That's all he needs.
well,
He'll
it's something.
come out of that.
Yeah, we got some news from that, but we're gonna have to probably do it tomorrow. Brent says, how does Haaland perform with the type of service Isak has received this year? Oh, we read that one. Ian CR65, Anthony Gordon will sign a new contract after lowering his wage demands, but will still get a big pay rise as per Craig Hope and Luke Edwards. That doesn't make much sense though. But Ginger says, question, Chris, Isak was bought as a striker. Sorry, the rest is a lie. For his 2 seasons at Sociedad, he was their main striker. Then
Played off the right wing, not the left wing.
Sorloth came in, and he went right wing to help them. And then he came in. All right,
Apologies, I said left wing. It was right wing.
Okay, Brent says, I want to know which player Win thinks is better, Gordon and Isak. Well, you can't really compare them to. Waldo, we have 2 wingers who only create chances for themselves. Isak gets very little supply from them. Carl Paul, hey Doc, what do you got? Oh, what do you got for calf strains? Played on dodgy AG pitch.
Yeah,
these stretches aren't. What is AG pitch?
It's the artificial. It's the
artificial ground.
Yeah.
Those are
3G
tough, man.
pitches.
They make my feet hurt so bad.
Yeah, but the 3G pitches today are really good, to be fair.
Yeah.
But it's rest, ice.
All right. Well, listen, we've had a great show. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and thank you so much for getting into the discussion. And tomorrow we'll have something. Not sure I can make it though. I think I have to watch the kids because the wife is going to work. So, but regardless, we'll have a show. And hopefully Mighty Win joins us. I don't know what he's doing anymore. He's just messing around, going to London, just not doing anything. But
making money.
Or so he says. But anyways, he's making money for those Asian girls he goes and visits in London. But or the Mandem girls, man. It wouldn't be Mandem. It would be something else. Yeah. But anyways, thank you so much for your support, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, DX. Thank you, Amrit. Thank you, Mighty Win. We'll see you in the next one, folks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now. How
the flag.